Hello, everybody. Apologies for the very late start. I was doing personal stuff. Some announcements before we begin. Ugh, tonight is awful. Got a link tree. You can find all of our links there. That's Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, some other stuff. Links to our Tiltify page where we raise money for Color of Change. You can find that there as well. Yep. Ravenloft game tomorrow. Codex Legendarium back on Sunday. I still won't be there. I'll be back. Like the 22nd. So we're gonna.
We got some stuff to explore the world a bit.
Yep. Yep. Any other announcements? Etsy shops.
Hey. If you're a regular watcher and or listener, you know that I have 2 Etsy shops. You can also order like commissions through my Twitter and Instagram and or Facebook. Just search Kate Russell on all those things. I'll probably pop up. Yeah, you can also check out my Etsy shops at etsy.com/shop/KateCraftStudioUS or my other shop, etsy.com/shop/BadDiceCo. On that shop, we will be having a merch drop next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, the 19th. We'll have some cool new bumper stickers with D&D classes on them. So check that out on Friday, May 19th. Back to you, Justin.
All right. So...
And these ones... Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, these ones won't double as your BDSM roll.
But they could if you wanted them to.
There you go.
You should have
send you my mailing address.
A sticker for someone's like subclass. We could have sub on one sticker.
There you go.
And then class on the other.
So, speaking of that, last we left off, the party, got back to Anundiel City and saw a flyer was being put up and announcements were being made of a festival of calming that was going to be tomorrow in game time, where it was basically a Ren fair. A nice downtime thing for the party to get involved in, have some snacks, have some drinks, play some games. The party reconvened at Kenna's house, and conversations were had, and then Kenna left. Kenna made their way to the Dawn Ward, specifically to the temple to Bahamut. And while hanging out there doing their thing, Ven went off and bought some spell components. Did not get any time to do their spell stuff. So, but went and bought some spell components while everyone was doing their own thing. And while Kenna was at the temple, a mysterious figure in the shadows walked into the temple and acted surprised to see somebody else there.
You friend?
Just talked to Kenna for a bit. And then Kenna name-dropped Quoin Harding, which this figure seemed very interested in. The demeanor kind of changed, and the figure left. While the figure left, the rest of the party were making their way to the temple, and Quoin recognized this individual as an individual who called themselves the Mouth. And Quoin got very upset. Well, in the disguise of an elderly gnome. Yes. And, that happened. Everyone gathered into the temple, and this was revealed that this was a temple that, Quoin stuff went down in. The only temple in Anundiel City, and, But the party found a special little button hidden on the staircase where the altar used to be. And upon using said button, revealed a staircase beneath the temple that led into a thieves' den. Quoin led the way, activated a trap. Everyone got shot by poisonous darts that made them paralyzed for a couple minutes. The commotion drew the attention of a couple of these bandits that were on patrol, dragged the party away into a cell before trying to smash stuff they believed that were on the party's person not to be valuable, such as Flitz's little jar. Didn't break, kind of just bounced and rolled away. And these bandits took the party, put them in a cell, and got rid of all their belongings and put them in a chest. Dumped out a tinderbox that had Dax's mom's ashes in it, because they thought it was just worthless ash and just dumped it out. Did some other stuff. And, yeah. One of the guards took Druck's laser pistol and was playing with it and shot himself in the head with it. He died. Long story short, the party broke out of the prison after the paralysis wore off, got all their stuff back, and to put things lightly, not even lightly, just to sort of paraphrase things, Quoin and Dax went on a rampage. One of the bandits was taking a piss, and Quoin snuck up behind said bandit, slit their throat.
Apparently, that's Quoin's move, is to attack people while they are peeing.
Yeah.
That's
I think the other one was pooping.
This dwarf bandit.
Oh, that's true.
No, that guy was pissing in the prison. This bandit was called the Hog, and his throat was slit, and he got stabbed a bunch. And then his corpse got stabbed a bunch. Before he died, he yelled out that there were intruders, and the party kind of began posting up by a door where voices were heard from. They came up from behind said door, and long story short, Dax killed one of the human mans who robbed them by cutting them down the middle, bisecting them down the middle, and kind of ditching the stealthy approach at this point. As
Don't say.
they were killing these bandits in a kind of living quarters area. Doors began opening, bandits became rushing out going, what the fuck? And then defending themselves.
Just like, the fuck is everyone doing?
Druck killed one in self-defense. And towards the end of this combat encounter, a person walked out of one of the doors, having been woken up from this struggle, wearing just their nightgown, their pajamas, rubbing their eyes, having woken up at the commotion, and as a reaction, Dak just impaled them through the chest, and then stabbed them again. This late teens, early 20s individual collapsed, and upon that, all of these bandits seemed to snap out of some sort of charm, confused as to where they were and what was going on. And that's where we're going to pick up the session. And just for context, for the people who weren't here, Ven, Kenna, Druck, and Flitz kind of were just on the defensive mostly. Druck did kill somebody, but that person was trying to kill somebody, so it's fine. But Ven, Kenna, and Flitz were very much going on the defensive and didn't hurt anybody.
I don't know. Kenna seemed pretty offended by the Hog. They took the initiative on attacking that person.
Right. Never
Yeah.
mind.
I didn't kill him. I only
Blood on Kenna's hands too.
But
I mean, are we
this-
trying to say that someone whose moniker is the Hog is like an innocent?
Maybe you don't get to pick your nicknames.
Maybe
That sounds like a victim of bullying.
maybe you need
These
to,
aren't nicknames; they're their names.
Maybe you need to gather more
That's
evidence.
worse.
Maybe this should have been more evidence grabbing and not murder. But
That sounds like a lot of judgment.
We
The doors-
support our friends here.
Yes, the judgment of Bahamut.
Judge, jury, and executioner, baby.
Bahamut doesn't like this kind of stuff. And the doors open,
Yeah,
and
like fair trial.
Bahamut does not like this kind of stuff. And the doors open, and the charm seems to wear off, and all these people are looking around. They see Dax covered in gore, and they're just like, "What's?" And they're all just kind of frozen. Just
In the middle of the hallway between the furthest wall doors and Dax and Quoin, there is the dust devil that Flitz has summoned to
Yeah.
keep essentially some kind of barrier.
yes,
so
this
he is
swirling dust just.
Yeah, he's keeping it going for now.
And people are just like looking around, like Ven can easily tell that a charm spell was broken based on your study of magic. Just they're all kind of just standing around going, and they all drop their weapons and they start screaming at the sight of the bisected individual and the impaled, very dead 19-year-old.
I'm guessing that was more than a minute ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried that last week.
Yeah, we
Okay.
tried to put
Yeah.
some healing points into this kid.
Dax's excuse was they panicked.
Uh-huh.
I panicked as a player.
So
I'm not
that's where we
gonna
are.
lie.
DM for clarification. I think we ended with Quoin screaming, "Where's the heart?"
Correct. And because I forgot how much travel you guys did yesterday, counting the forest and everything, I do need everyone to make Constitution saving throws. Ven has a level of exhaustion because Ven hasn't had a long rest in a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone else con saves DC 10, please.
18.
And, I think Dax gets +1.
Yeah, Dax would be the only one getting a +1 on this.
And then, oh, you said DC. You said DC 10.
Yep.
Dice tell a tale. Your boy got a 9.
Coin's got a level of exhaustion.
Pretty sleepy.
I got a natural 1 for a 5.
You have a level of exhaustion. Ven, you got
Flitz
what?
got a
You rolled an
17.
18?
Sorry.
18.
Okay. Flitz got a 17?
Mhm.
Okay. Druck?
10.
Nice. So you feel tired, but you just push it out of the way.
Yeah.
And this
I
had-
rolled a 10. I rolled a 10 plus 3.
Exhaustion checks are every hour past 8. So there'll be another one in an hour. Dax, what did you get?
20 with help from my little coin.
Alright. But yeah, that's what we're picking up. It's Coin screaming, "Where's the heart?" and dead people in the corridor. And then as this is happening, all these thieves drop their weapons on the ground, seemingly snapping out of a charm, and just screaming out of terror and panic. I want Ven. Now that the combat's over, Coin, Kenna, who spends the most time in the capital? Yeah, those three to make
Blitz?
just people who spend the most time in the capital for who've been in the capital for a long time.
Nope. Not me.
So those three, I need you all to make insight checks or perception or investigation. You're choosing. Or history. History. Any of those.
Oh, well.
Schlubs?
No.
A natural 20 for a
sorry, you
24
said
on
something
investigation.
Investigation, perception, insight. Either of those.
I'm gonna go with insight, rolling at disadvantage.
Oh shit! I have to
Oh,
roll
wait.
disadvantage too, don't I?
Because of exhaustion, yeah.
Is that one level of exhaustion?
It's an ability check, so it's a disadvantage for anyone who's
Yeah.
exhausted.
Okay.
For this one, I'll say no because this is just trying to recall information. So you're not
Okay.
actually like physically trying to do something.
Okay.
Oh shit! Okay, well,
I rolled 2 at a time, so I can. So should I re-roll?
No, just take the lower.
The lower. Okay, never mind.
Wait, not the higher?
Roll
first
whatever
roll?
number was first.
They
what if
were
it's
rolled
on
at the same
D&D
time.
Beyond, they roll
Yeah,
at the same
but on your rolls, it'll be like you have a 14 and a 4. So you would take your 14 kind of
Oh,
rolled
look
first.
Gotcha.
Yeah, whichever one's on the left.
Thank
is the one
you,
that rolls
Lex.
Whichever one's
Oh,
revealed
shoot, I just
first. Yeah.
cleared it. Damn it.
Well, it's
Oh,
a
I'll
14,
just-
so
I'll
it's
just
a.
take
I
my
rolled a
10.
I rolled a
20.
13.
Okay, so
I got a nat 20,
So
so.
Ven, you instantly clock these people. A lot of these people are on missing posters throughout the city. You've clocked maybe over the last year or couple of years. Just wondering, like, oh, these people were on missing posters. Can you eventually catch on? And then Coin eventually catches on as well. That, oh, these people were all on missing persons posters. Not all of them, but most of them. The Hog was not on a missing persons poster, so you can assume the Hog was a member of this Thieves Guild, and Thieves
Full
Guilds
member.
generally don't kill people, though. Just a heads up. What these thieves are doing is not punishable by death, which is those of you who know the laws would know. Thievery is not punishable by death. So yeah, you would know the Hog was not one of these missing people. The person who Druck shot was a charmed individual, so they were on the missing persons posters. The 19-year-old was on the missing persons posters, the one that Dax impaled through the chest. The one who was bisected down the middle was not on the missing persons poster. So 2 of these people who were killed were on the missing persons posters, but a lot of these other people that are alive are on the missing persons posters as well. And the dust devil is still...
He'll drop it.
Okay.
He'll take his hands and he'll clasp them together, and the dust devil will fall, and all the dust and particles and such.
All right.
Shit.
How
Flitz is
far
going
is-
to run to the youngest one, the smallest.
The youngest one would be the one who's dead in the doorway, impaled.
Yeah, probably not
Uh,
him. Yeah, I don't think Flitz running up to him.
Uh,
Don't think that.
As you run by.
The half-orc who blew their head off was also not on the missing persons posters.
Was not.
That fits.
The three that stole us were not on the poster, right?
That
acquired us. It was the dwarf because he tried to smash the bottle.
The ones who who acquired you guys, who
took us,
stole your shit. They were not on the missing persons posters.
Great.
But the person that Dax killed was. You're looking for the youngest person?
The person who looks the less like, I know they're screaming and stuff, but the person who looks like they could be easily calmed.
Okay. There is a... No, they're dead. The youngest person, who looks like to be the easiest to calm, is a tiefling with a pompadour.
Hell yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's screaming and just going, what the fuck is going on? Where are we?
He'll run up to him. Wait. Look at me. Look. Here. Eye contact. He's going to tug on his shirt. Try to get him.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
No. I'm... No weapons. See? Trying to do his hands.
They start to cry a little bit.
Hey, he'll take his mage hand and he'll wipe a little tear. Hey, look. Look. It's all right. Look. We need you to just calm down for now. Screaming doesn't really help. And he kind of point to the two in the middle of the hallway.
The two dead ones?
No. He's going to point to Quoin and Dax. Doesn't really help.
Is this an intimidation?
No, it's a... it could be, I guess.
Make an intimidation check, because it kind of feels like that.
It's a nice way to be intimidating, I guess.
I think. I think.
Make a nice intimidation check.
Are you trying to be like a Dolores Umbridge kind of thing?
Oh,
I think it's more just. I think it's more like you guys are doing the intimidating, and then he is just kind of capitalizing on it.
Yeah, I think a little bit. Yeah. That's a 17.
Okay, he calms down instantly.
It's not intimidation. It's in shmimish.
He's like, okay.
No.
They're not going to kill any more of us, right?
They will not. At all. I promise.
Why were they killing us?
Remember where you are. Remember that.
Quoin only killed the hog.
Would Flitz had keyed in on that? He is proficient Arcana.
Oh yeah, you would definitely know these were.
Okay, the enchantment.
Everyone that's standing in this corridor right now is charmed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was a situation. We came in at the wrong time, and so we provoked the others, and it just kind of went to shit. So we stopped it as we could. What we need you all to do is to calm down. If you have things, gather them. If you aren't sure, check in your rooms.
They all just start going into their rooms to look through stuff.
Perfect. You will be compensated 1 platinum each.
They start to work a little quicker.
There you go. But you will stay in your rooms until we come and get you. All right?
Yep. What's up, Quoin?
He'll pop the cork off and he'll grab, 5? There was 5 of them?
I'll give you a number real quick.
Sorry, that we're still alive. I think it was 4 or 5.
Give me a number right now.
Okay.
God, I'm so glad that someone has a higher.
4. 4 are left alive.
Okay, he'll pop 4 platinum pieces.
So there's the ogre who was charmed.
The ogre, right?
There was an Eladrin with bulging eyes out of their sockets.
Okay.
There's the tiefling with the pompadour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! There's only 3.
Because the young.
Yeah, so there's only 3. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Ogre, so Eladrin, tiefling.
He'll grab the 3 platinum pieces and he'll hold them up.
The ogre's just like, thank you.
And he will, as each go into their room, he's going to go to each door, flick the platinum to them, and close the door behind them.
Okay. And what was Quoin trying to do?
It doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
Then is gonna.
You could have interrupted me if you want. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, I'm saying you did a great play. I'm saying I was trying to add to the intimidation and just smash my shield and just scream, "Voice das Herz."
Okay. That helps with Flitz's intimidation.
Just like
so they're working quicker now.
The question is, where is the heart?
It doesn't seem like they understand what you said, but they just start working quicker.
Is Quoin still like being aggro at these people now, even after the charm is over?
The Quoin's not being Quoin is in general aggro, but not like he's a tiny ball of rage.
Mm-hmm.
Which Dax supports so much.
But not lashing out at them.
Okay.
But just like looking for the next.
Ven is keeping a close eye on Quoin, but Ven is also going to go over to the dead 19-year-old.
Okay, Ven. Knowing that this person was charmed and they were doing this stuff without any control over themselves, usually when you guys do a contract and you take out people who are kind of in this kind of situation, the crown takes any like responsibility for that kind of thing because it's a contract and it's gone through all the legal kind of steps and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be incredibly murky water
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't a contract, and if this gets out, the likeliest chance is Dax would be sentenced to for the crime of murder for this 19-year-old, basically.
Can we just put the body in the chest?
No. Which one of you has money?
I've got money.
I'm not. No. Which one of you? Which one of the two of you has money?
How much?
Between the two of you, you need to come up with 500 gold pieces.
Oh, it throws a. Oh wait, 500 gold pieces. How many platinum would that be?
50.
50.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, fucking take it. I don't give a shit.
You can also. I'm not taking it. We're going to need to buy a diamond worth 500 gold, and once we finally get some rest, I can fix what's been done here, because Ven has raised dead.
This is.
You would also know the thing about raised dead. You would know that the person you're trying to bring back knows who's trying to bring them back.
Right.
So it might be a little tricky situation. Like, oh, those were one of the people that were the people that killed me. I don't think I want to get brought back by them. So it could get a little tricky.
That's true. I don't know if I can like send a message along with.
They would know that they were charmed too. So.
But they were also murdered ruthlessly.
Could we find another priest or
it was pretty
no holy person that you trust?
No.
No.
We're gonna have to try our best with this.
Could you disguise yourself to look like someone different?
Not exactly in the way that the spell contacts their soul.
So it's like a soul on soul.
Yes, we're going to need to try though.
And at this point, all the doors start to open. You can see all the bandits have like taken their bed sheets and have like filled them with just random junk that was in their chests. Well, not bandits.
So like bandits.
They're not actually bandits. They're people.
Yeah, I was gonna say not bandits. Like
they were
prisoners,
urchins and orphans and stuff who were like raised by this guild. So they're just like
kidnapping victims.
Yeah, they're basically kidnapping victims. Yeah, every single one of them, minus the 3 that accosted you all. And they're just like, all right, where do we go?
Before
they're lost boys, but not fun.
Yeah.
Before you go anywhere, he'll single one of them out. Guess the ogre.
Oh, hello, yeah.
What is the last thing you remember?
I was just a little boy, and I was here in town with my family. We were shopping, and there was this Yonti offering me treats. And I know I'm not supposed to go with strangers, but they sort of seemed really nice. And it kind of felt like how I felt a few minutes ago when they were talking to me before. And that's the last thing I remember is with my parents when I was a little boy.
So, I imagine this is a little alarming, being as though you were a little boy and now you are a grown person.
It's like there's memories behind my eyelids. Like, I know I'm an adult now, but it's like that part of my life wasn't me.
That is an interesting way of putting it.
Like I was being puppeted.
Hold on to that. We may need your voice later.
And he'll just move on to the other ones, and
they all repeat the same thing.
And,
we were a kid.
and essentially the same. Yeah, okay. Just to validate that.
They say we were a kid, we were charmed, and then the ogre say, oh, and then they gave us like recruitment stuff, like, oh, if you guys want to eat and drink and have food consistently.
Was it always a Yanti?
They say the same thing, a Yanti.
Okay.
And he told us to like, hi, hello. If you want to be a member of this family and be consistently fed, you're going to have to do a job. It was called like a recruitment job. Kind of went from there. We never killed anybody. All we ever did was steal stuff. The only person who killed people was the mouth.
Yeah, just Quoin in the background, all fucking jacked up, hearing it again, just fucking pacing back and forth and smashing his sword against the shield.
Yeah, we never killed anybody. We just stole out of necessity. We always told, oh, we were burdened by society. Society turned us down. Society ruined us. And the only way for us to get by was to steal. There was somebody called the Heart, and they gave the mouth orders, but they always told the mouth no killing. But the mouth killed anyway. Yeah.
All right.
I guess Druck will just look at everyone else.
Yeah, based on what they're telling you, the fact that the people that weren't charmed that were killed, it's gonna be a really sticky situation trying to get around that one. Especially since, yeah. It's basically, yeah. You just know it's bad. It's a bad situation.
All right. This is bad, everyone. Yes.
Yeah, I think we can all agree it turned bad real quick.
And Ven,
Right,
you would know. Ven, you would probably know that even if a murder victim was resurrected, the crime of murder is still very much there. Resurrecting them back doesn't really kind of fix the problem.
That's less for the crime, honestly, and more for the victim.
Oh,
like
I
Ven.
understand.
At this point, Ven's kind of just like, do some of us deserve to be in jail?
Well, the punishment for this would not be jail.
Well,
I'm inclined that all of us, excluding myself, turn themselves in. We go to the authorities.
Why excluding you?
yeah, some of us didn't actually kill people.
Also,
Why
I
you
killed someone who calls themselves the Hog.
I include ones like Ven because of their innocence, and
also,
as
why are we
such,
standing here and
validate.
not finding the heart?
And
Why
while
is
this
this-
conversation's happening, Quoin, you feel like a connection you have with something is starting to like get dimmer. Like someone is not happy with what you've done.
I mean, the heart. We don't even know what this is, Quoin. You've been saying this stuff for a while. You haven't really explained a whole lot, other than, I mean, you said that yes, this gang killed your master.
Druck, what's your passive?
Weird wording. I said my mentor.
Mentor. Yes, that's the
Yes. Yes, that is the reason that yes, that my mentor is dead is because of the mouth and the heart, and I am looking to extract the heart, and I do not ask any of you to follow me. Quoin would start going towards the door.
Okay, Druck, what's your passive perception again? It's like 22, right?
It is 22.
You smell gas, but not like poison gas, but like gas that is meant to be ignited and detonated. And it's certain you get a catch of it in your nose.
Need to get out of here. This is bad. Something smells acrid, explosive.
Let them out first. Flit's gonna haul the other. Go.
They also the three that survived just run towards the exit.
Dax,
Wait.
Oh, we know about the trap.
Okay, but he's gonna follow suit.
Okay,
Dax,
you're running
grab
too.
Yeah,
the
Dax
behind
to
the
pick
three.
up the body.
Which one?
The one
that
of
we're
the
gonna
person she killed.
resurrect.
Okay.
Yeah, capable of resurrection. Because the other one is bisected, right?
Bisected down the middle. This guy woke up, walked out the door, stabbed in the chest, and then stabbed again.
100% me as a player who panicked about
But
it.
but the bisected one. Sorry, to clarify, the bisected one is the one that
was a thief, but which is
What?
a thief still.
Right. Okay, but it wasn't one of the brainwashed people.
No.
So like on the triage,
trying to get by.
right on the triage list of victimhood here,
I'm-
though, like.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not someone who was 100% blameless and murdered and
more.
blame.
These
needlessly.
bandits would be the bandits would probably be the thieves, chaotic neutral, maybe edging towards evil because they helped in the kidnapping scheme.
Right, the whole like kidnapping and charm. It's it's the fact that like the thieving, not worth death. Charming people, on the other hand,
is
for
not
that
worth,
period of
it's
time,
not worth death either, though.
Really? I thought
And
charming people
charming
was
is just
punishable
illegal.
by death.
It's prison, depending on the
I thought-
severity
really?
depending on the severity of what you do while the person's charmed.
Is kidnapping them from a childhood to adulthood not the most severe?
I think that's a little fucked up.
Yeah, but so is killing a 19-year-old. Anyways.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. This is
Yeah,
Dax's like fourth strike.
the smell of gas is getting much
Yeah.
more noticeable.
And so, as we were saying, like, Dax grabs the person they killed. Truck is going to grab the person they killed with their crossbow.
Okay.
And carry them out.
Okay. What's Kenna doing?
I'm gonna help get people out with Flitz.
Okay, and what's Quoin doing?
I'm sorry if I wasn't more clear. I'm marching towards the fucking door that's going inner, and I told everybody.
Can I scratch that and try to pull Quoin with us? Or like, I actually want to go and try to distract Quoin. Can I try to do that?
There's no
Try to
check
talk
for
him out of it?
There's really no check for distracting people because that could remove someone's agency. So there's really nothing.
I want to attempt to talk Quoin out of this.
Okay.
Hey, Quoin, where are you going?
I'm going to extract the heart.
Quoin, you realize this is the same day that we entered the city. Quoin, come back here, please.
No,
Just talk to me. Pause.
Is at this point, those of you who are still in this place hear a rumble, like a. And
I'm leaving.
If Druck, you can. It's the gas is being ignited somewhere, and it's. And the whole place is starting to shake and rumble.
How big is the tunnel, Dustin?
I remember correctly. It was
shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, it was shoulder to shoulder. It was 10 feet wide.
Okay. Okay. Doesn't say. All right. I'm going to get in front of Dax.
Okay.
For a reason.
Okay. As you get in front, you can see. What's your passive perception, Ben?
Not great. 12.
12? That's good enough. You see like a 4-inch narrow kind of crack in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear the sound of like contorting. It's weird to explain, like flesh contorting. And you see an arm come out, grab the corpse that Dax is carrying, and pull it through the crack. The 4-inch narrow crack. Just.
Oh! Can I do something about that?
Nope. Just.
Okay, because like the thing I was literally about to describe when you
make a
would have.
This would be
because I was gonna what I was gonna do. Because what I was gonna do is I was gonna cast Resilient Sphere around Dax and the corpse to protect them from the fire.
Interesting. How am I gonna rule this?
Initiative.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see, 13.
14
Okay.
on D&D Beyond.
So you see a hand come out of the wall. Okay, yeah, you don't see the hand come out of the wall then. You cast Resilience, you do your thing then. No one knows anything with the hand then.
All right. I didn't know if this was so close, like it would come out and just hit the sphere as I finished casting.
All right, and you just keep running?
Yeah, so I was doing that to make sure that the corpse didn't get burned while we were running,
Okay.
just in case we got caught up by fire.
What? I'm in a hamster ball.
Okay,
Oh my
so
Yep.
was there
Yeah, because you can just
another-
run in the hamster ball.
Sorry, so... Does somebody else have a body too? Druck did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Then that's what's gonna happen. Then you see the hand contort out of the crack, grab the body, and as it grabs the body that Druck's carrying, it looks like the body that Druck's carrying is starting to lose all its bone density, and that body is pulled through the crack in the wall.
Strange magics. What's going on?
Just a 4-inch crack in the stone wall. You can't really see through it. Quoin, are you still trying to get through that door?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know
And Ken is with
if
you.
I can move.
You
I
can
can
hear
move 30 feet per second.
maybe like 30 paces behind that door, like explosions.
It's not safe, Quoin. We need to rest. We can come back later.
Noticing they're not coming, like, Druck's gonna head back,
Okay.
especially since he doesn't have a body to save.
It'll take you about like a minute to get back.
A minute?
Yeah, you guys are
Okay.
like near the exit corridor. You guys booked it.
I'll double dash.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I'll
guess
sprint.
I guess
Everything.
if I would love a moment to just, even if there's an interaction with Kenna and Quoin,
Yeah, this
I guess
time it takes Druck it's gonna take Druck a minute to get here.
Well,
so.
no, I mean, it's not gonna take a minute for this interaction. I mean, it's just gonna be like a fuck you. All right, fine, I'll go with you.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you. Like you don't know what you're taking from me. And just run, double dash,
Okay.
I guess.
You
Such
all.
bullshit. Such absolute bullshit.
I'm gonna follow Quoin. And if I can't stop him, I'm not gonna let him kill himself. So, stick with Quoin.
It's in a way like fuck you. It's in a way if we hear a sound from behind a door, then I guess it's a turn around and fuck you. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
This sucks, but okay, fine.
Yeah.
It's utter
Okay.
bullshit.
This place is going to explode. What are you doing?
Okay. You get to.
Oh, there you are.
You get to the. Okay, you meet up with Druck. You would meet up with Quoin and Kenna. The explosions eventually reach the door, but that's it.
Druck, why are you back here?
The
I
explosions.
thought you were getting out.
The sound of the explosions are still going on, but nothing seems to be coming out of that door that they're coming behind.
It was. What? There's some weird magics going on here, but you were taking too long. There were explosions happening. I came back to. I am. In case you didn't know, I am resistant to fire. So.
And you can still hear the persistent sounds of explosions, but it doesn't seem like they're getting any closer than, and they're not breaking through the door specifically.
This will not go unnoticed around the city. We need to separate ourselves for now.
I'm not gonna leave Quoin down here by himself.
Yeah, me neither.
Grabs Coin.
You don't
if-
grab me. You don't fucking grab me. No,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry to ask.
Right. I mean,
I
he's
haven't
going to
stopped.
attempt to. I'm not
going.
saying it's not
No.
going to happen.
No, I'm saying you won't even attempt. You won't need to. I'm not
Oh,
stopping.
okay. Oh,
There's
okay.
no stopping. There's no discussion. We've already made a choice and we're leaving.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. The way that
No, it's okay.
it was
I'm just trying to be
phrased
more
was-
clear.
The way that it was phrased by. Okay. Never mind then. Yeah. No need to. But just
The
walk
smell of
forward.
gas disappears, and the sound of explosions stop. And you hear a voice echo throughout the place. Quoin, you're going to let that dissuade you? Oh,
Eat my fucking ass.
your
Is
friends,
Quoin-
your friends seem like cowards. They often ran. I like your resolve. Come, we have much to discuss.
No,
Good question.
that is a sword back out, just slamming into the shield. Fucking come to me!
I think not. I want to see what the platinum worm has taught you. Let us see if your mentor's teachings were good enough.
Crisscross applesauce, shield on lap, just waiting.
Okay.
Two clarifying questions.
Yep.
You said the voice was echoing throughout the place.
The
Does that
entire
mean like
place.
the whole place?
Yep.
Okay, so we could hear like half the conversation from our end.
And
Okay, and then does the other half?
It's just like, oh, that explosion and gas was illusions. It wasn't real.
Oh.
Which means, did you mark up that you just cast that spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, like, it apparently protected the body from a hand, so I'll take it. Also, yeah, the other question I was going to ask was, did Quoin drop the accent?
Not on purpose. It's hard to be legitimately angry in a German
Okay.
accent.
Okay.
I know that.
What are you talking
sounds
about? It's like the
weird.
angriest sounding.
Well, like when you don't naturally have a German accent,
while
it's
you
a little
all
difficult.
while you all stopped in the corridor,
Sorry,
the
I'm not very good.
The kidnapped
You're
victims,
fine.
they just kept running. They're like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, that
we're
makes
done.
sense. Okay.
Flitz is running too.
That's
Okay,
fair.
Flitz leaves.
Flitz, no!
Kind of Quoin, I feel like no one listens to me anymore. I'm very upset about this, but we do need to leave here regardless. Now, Quoin, something is clearly going on, but you're crisscrossing applesauce and like right as we're all trying to leave. What is happening?
All right, I will explain. You are no longer indebted to me. You may leave, and I will do my own sort of organ exchange, solo dolo style. So do not be worried. Thank you so much for everything you have done, and do not worry about it. I will be fine.
Quoin, you're
Quoin,
not gonna be doing nothing solo dolo style
no.
or whatever the fuck you said.
Can it's fine, Quoin.
Mhm.
I appreciate you. I respect you. Good luck.
And he just goes off and leaves.
Quoin, are you sure about this? Are you sure you can take these guys by yourself?
Yeah, I do not know what this plural meaning is of you. There's guys.
There's
one-
the mouth and then this heart you keep talking about. They're probably gonna be together now that you know they know you're back.
Yeah, I do. All they knew was a child that they manipulated, and that is their game. They know children. They have not fought the man that has come before them, Quoin Harding, so they can try and do what they will. But as I've said aggressively before, they can fully eat my ass, or they can fully expect to die in a fire, and I would be fine with that. Or, perhaps have like a paper cut on the surface of their souls, so as to never heal and to always be an open wound that gets filled with both salt and lemon juice for all of eternity. Or they could be Tiamat toilet paper, which is worse than being anything else. That's
Kenna,
a pretty gross thing.
while you're talking to Quoin, I need to ask you a question. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, as you're talking Quoin, you see a crossbow bolt come out of a crack in the wall and hit Kenna in the neck.
Actually, Kenna's within close range of me. I'm going to take that attack instead, or I'm going to use my shield.
Right.
abilities.
The arrow catching shield.
Yeah, the arrow catching shield.
Hell yeah.
That's good because that would have been a lot of fucking damage to Kenna and probably might have took Kenna out.
Yeah, for sure.
I got 85 hit
Yeah.
points.
This guy's
Damn.
an assassin,
Okay.
so
Oh boy.
okay.
Oh, nice.
Attacker makes a range attack within 5 feet. You can use your
You
reaction
should become the target
to
instead.
become the target instead. Yeah,
Okay.
and a 15 does not hit me.
Okay, so the shield sort of like catches magnetizes the bolt and it kind of just goes thunk.
Then can I ascertain the direction of the bolt?
It came from a crack in the wall to the in this big circular chamber you're currently in, It came from a crack in the wall. Give me a second. This is a 60-foot wide room. Ceiling's 30 feet up. It's mostly flooded with sewer water, just to get an idea again for people who weren't here. Small stone island where 30 people or so could sit. This crossbow bolt came from a crack in the wall to the north, where one of the doors is. There's a door to the west, door to the east. The door to the east is open. That's where the living quarters were, where all the stuff happened. And then this came from a crack in the wall to the north, beside a door.
So to the north,
a very
beside
narrow
a door,
crack in the wall, like this narrow.
Yeah, Quoin is going to scream at it, Fightinger! And then start running towards them, sword out, just ready to fucking go.
Can I try to cast Death Ward on Quoin?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
What's everybody else doing? Druck's leaving. Flitz
Yeah,
ran
Druck's
away a while
doing-
ago.
Yeah, Druck is trying to catch up with everyone, which I think he could.
You'd be
probably
caught up
do.
by now, yeah.
He's got a 50
We're
foot
not in
walking
initiative.
speed.
So,
All right. When Druck gets back, I'll just be like, Druck, what is happening?
Quoin is resolving his issues with his things. Kinda seemed hung up on it as well. Listen, well, we need to get out of here. Quoin seemed adamant that this was something they needed to do by themselves.
I forgot about the arrow catching shield. Fuck.
Of course he did. Okay.
Damn.
Druck, I have absolute. You may do whatever you feel it is that.
I'm not
You
going.
need
I
to
wasn't
do.
going to drag Quoin out of.
No, I completely
Someone
understand.
needed to communicate. To,
Yes, I'm not. I have no. You're doing fantastic. I think you've been doing wonderfully. You've been keeping a very cool head through all of this, and I want to just commend you for your actions.
Running back and forth.
For the sake of
No, I'm
things,
saying-
though,
wait,
Quoin,
what?
because it seems like you're squaring up. I need Quoin to roll initiative.
Right on.
Druck, you can do whatever it is you would like to do. I'm going to go back and make sure Quoin doesn't die.
Ven, roll initiative. It's
Okay.
gonna take you 10 rounds to get the coin.
Oh yeah.
Ven, what am I doing with
Yeah.
this dead body
Minute
in the
away.
bubble?
Am I also rolling initiative?
If
Come
you're
with-
helping Coin out, it depends.
Yeah. Okay. I am.
Okay,
Yeah,
Kenna, you're in there with you're rolling initiative. Dax, you're rolling initiative. Dax and Cat.
Dax, I'm going to
Dax and
suggest
Ven
you
a
come
minute to
with.
get there.
If a minute at normal move speed, right? If we can increase that, then it's faster.
It'll still take. It's still gonna take you 10 rounds just for my sanity because I don't have a map.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, if I cast a Shardalon Stride to double my move speed, would I cut that in half?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to keep track of so much stuff.
I mean, I can keep track of rounds for myself.
Okay.
Like when it hits my initiative,
It's
I can just count down.
It's like a minute worth of. You know what? There's a fucking thing in the player's handbook that tells you. Just go from that.
Some call it the PHB.
Yeah.
it's in the game.
Okay.
I guess Flitz.
300 feet a minute. So yeah, 300 feet away. Or something like that.
Okay.
Flitz is like corralling the the innocents.
Okay, so Flitz is out on the street then.
Well, he would be like, once they get out of the temple, they would like once they're out in the temple kind of area, because once it like exits out, right, like it goes out of the where the
Yeah, it's into like a ruinous temple, and then it goes out in
Yeah.
the street.
he's gonna corral them in there.
Okay.
Because he has some things to say to them.
Okay, so that's what you're doing.
hmm
All right, cool.
Yeah, Druck is just like,
I thought all of you were smart.
Now I have to re-edit
And
my encounter tracker.
he's heading out.
Balls. I was so excited for a 1v1.
Truck has
Coin.
met
I was
Dax.
so excited
You've
for
done
a
too much
1v1.
dumb shit.
This 1v1 would have been so much fun.
I mean, you certainly won't hear me arguing. not with the bloodlust rage behind my tiny eyes.
You're all about family, damn it.
Well, this just might make it worse then. All
We are
right,
the Faust and the Furious.
cool.
And we are fucking
All right,
furious.
Coin, what'd you get for initiative?
I don't got friends. I got family. 24.
24.
Please.
All right, who's not doing this combat encounter? Flitz, Druck. Okay, Kenna, what'd you get for initiative?
I got a 9.
Dax,
11.
Ven,
8.
Flitz is talking to people. Druck is letting Quoin do their thing, which is very cool. You know what, Druck? I'm gonna give you DM inspiration for that. That's cool as fuck. Alright. So Quoin, you run up to the door where the crossbow bolt came out of. You're up.
He came out of the door?
No, he didn't come out of the door. That's what the crossbow bolt came out through a 4-inch narrow wide crack beside the door in the wall. But it's you're up first.
Have you seen the Raid Redemption?
Oh, fucking long time ago.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up to the door and full knees just try and take it out.
All right.
Muay Thai style.
Let me look.
Just
here.
a full run. Just
okay. It is locked, so I need an athletics check for you to break it down.
Yeah, that's it. I hear you. I feel you. I absolutely understand your choices. Here comes that sweet athletics check. That's a 22, my dude.
22. You bust it down. You can hear the deadbolts on the back of it just snap off as you just fucking smash through this door. Inside, a set of poster bed whose crimson curtains are currently drawn. There's a desk in the southeastern corner of the room with no drawers. On the eastern wall of this chamber is a massive floor-to-ceiling painting of the individual you call the mouth. In the painting, they appear to be lying in bed like this, covered in thousands of gold coins. On the western wall is a large ivory piano set with solid black keys, and a piece of sheet music rests on the piano and is titled The Thieves' Waltz. But there is no one in here.
Can I?
So, oh, go ahead.
Not
Can
your
I
turn. You
cast
can't do
look-
anything.
Oh no!
It's not my turn. Never.
So I guess my action then the first. So I did
It would have been your action to bust down the door.
movement action.
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to scream. Yeah. Feilinger Schweine, Mund Herz. Like just cowards, pigs, mouth,
Okay.
heart. Just like screaming and smashing my shield.
All right. What's your passive perception?
10. It's terrible.
Kind of. What's your passive perception?
16.
Cool. As you're kind of like looking around to see what's going on, you hear this wet kind of crunching noise, and you look back just to see the mouth contorting out of a crack in the floor as they get, and they're an assassin. You haven't had a turn yet. They're going to go to stab you, which means this is going to get disgusting, which means it's an auto crit if it hits.
They're stabbing me?
Oh yeah, they're just like and then coming out of the floor, and they're just going to sink the sword into your back. And you hear him just go, "Oh, Quoin, I'm over here," and then keep an eye on your friends. You don't want them to die. Let's see how this goes. They get 2 attacks. The first is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And it's an auto crit because they're an assassin.
Sneak attack is only on one of them, right?
On the first one, and they do 7d6 sneak attack, so it's doubled to 14d6.
What level rogue is he?
Boop.
14, I think.
I had to level them up.
Higher
You guys
than
were
10.
getting beefy. Alright, so from the short sword, that's 8 piercing damage. We're not doing this. We haven't gotten to sneak attack yet. I need a con save.
Oh, fuck. Is it against poison?
It is.
Okay, so at advantage.
Don't get the plus from Quoin.
No, you're
No.
too far away from Quoin for the +1.
Oh, really?
at
I
least
thought they were
30
still
feet.
next to
At
each
least-
other.
At least 30
Damn.
No,
Alright.
Quoin ran ahead of me.
So that's
Whatever.
going to be
Like
half the
maybe 30
poison
feet,
damage.
15, whatever.
So that's 11 poison damage. But because you're resistant, you cut that down to 5.
Sweet.
If I'm being pedantic and fair, is poison damage was dice rolled, right?
Yeah, but it's because there's a save that doesn't get added to crits.
Oh, is it not?
Yes.
Okay.
No, if it's
So
a
it was
save
8
involved,
piercing.
only if it's part of the weapon attack. You don't
Okay.
add poison.
Okay.
If it's that doesn't get added to crits.
Okay.
Those-
Okay.
However, the
piercing.
sneak attack does though.
It was 8 piercing and 5 poison.
Yep.
For 13 for that one. Okay.
And then the sneak attack.
Okay.
Here we go.
He gets 2 attacks.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm gonna feel like a stiff breeze by
So
comparison.
the sneak attack is 43 sneak attack damage. So.
Ow!
And he's like, "Oh, you're still breathing. That's fun." And he's gonna pull the sword out and then stab you in the stomach and go to disembowel. 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That's 6.
I only have a 12 AC.
That's 6 piercing.
We're level 10 and your AC is only 12? What the fuck?
So 6 piercing.
Okay.
And another con save for the poison.
Okay, at advantage.
Yes, please.
Okay, so it's a 17.
That'll be half damage, reduced to half again. So 22 reduced to 11, reduced to 5.
Great.
And he's just standing there, partially out of the floor. Sword just sunk in your stomach. Cool. Alright. Cool. And Druck, you're doing what you're doing, so... Based on what I see, what you're saying in Discord...
Secrets are no fun.
Ooh, fuck.
And then Dax, you're movement dashing.
Yeah, I'm just in a hamster ball.
Okay,
having the
so
time of my
80
life.
feet, you move 80 feet, and you've got 260 left to go. Or that math is wrong.
220.
220 left to go. Kenna.
I'm
just standing there, sword in your gut.
Cool. I'm going to use my action to disengage and walk away.
Oh, he's got Sentinel.
Fuck you! Fuck. Then I'm not gonna. Can I not?
Too late.
Do that?
You already said you did it. Can't take
Oh
it back.
yeah, you don't get to. Yeah.
Fuck.
Natural.
No way of knowing that.
20.
Oh god.
And he's going. That's not how we play. Are you a coward? Quoin tends to associate with them and up into your spine.
Hey, like, I know he's a bad guy, but I love this man.
10 piercing
He's
damage.
a bad guy, but that's fucking badass.
10
Whose
piercing
side are
damage.
you on?
10 piercing damage.
Okay.
And a con save for the poison, please.
That's another 15.
Okay. That'd be... So you take a total of 4 poison damage after resisting it all.
Fuck.
But it's Sentinel, so your movement stopped.
Yeah. Cool. Then I used my action to disengage. I don't still have my action. Cool. Only bonus action.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. What can I don't have anything that can raise my AC.
Nope.
Can I just passively sense any magic on him?
No.
No? Cool.
You don't have an ability to do that.
Cool. Then I'm gonna just cast Guardian of Nature on 5th level. No. Fuck. No, yeah, 5th level healing word. No, 4th level healing word on myself.
Okay.
Wait, actually, I have potions, right?
It's an action to drink a potion.
That's an action. Okay. Then I'm just gonna give myself 20 points of healing from 4th level healing word.
Okay.
Fuck. Yeah.
That's it?
That's all I can do.
Alright,
That's
so
action,
Cohen, you see
bonus action.
that happen. Just three rapid fire stabs, just and Kenna did not look good, and then Kenna healed themselves. Ven, you're a minute away. Well, 300 feet.
Yep. I checked. I did actually Shardalon Stride is one of the ones that the crystal allowed me to have before. So my spell list is considerably smaller and has not been adjusted since pre-moon. So 60 feet, so I'm 240 away.
Okay.
I will keep track of that number myself.
Alrighty.
So you don't have to worry about it.
What do you do? You look around, and it was you and Druck up here.
Mm-hmm. No one else?
You don't see Druck anymore.
Oh, Druck. Fuck. All right. Well, that's not his intent. All right, he must have wandered
Actually, what's
off.
your passive perception? Is a 9, right?
A 9.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now that he has the whole group together, again, these people, Flitz is going to pop the cork again, and he's going to take 12 platinum pieces.
Okay.
And he's going to divide it up. Wait, yeah, 4 each, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's your turn, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And he's
Okay.
going to tell them, take this and leave town. Your faces are known because of your...
One of them stabs you. No.
This may be the wrong person to fuck with right now.
Okay.
You can start a new life. Leave town. Don't say
As soon
anything.
as you give
Just
them the money,
go.
they immediately leave.
Okay.
Slowly at 30 feet per turn.
Flitz is gonna walk over to the little button and he's gonna sit crisscross
And press it.
and he's gonna listen to the
you just hear
to
people
the
running. You just hear people running down the corridor.
Does it sound like, okay, this is a question. Does it sound, oh God, his perception's so low. Oh no. He will have his finger on the button.
Okay.
And if he hears any kind of like yelling for people, he'll
that
press the button.
does remind me, because Quoin never spotted the trap the first time through the tunnel, and neither did Ven or Dax when they're running through the tunnel. Dax would have been running first then. Dax, while you're running down the corridor, since you're dashing, this is a perception check with disadvantage. Because you're moving at far more than normal speed, so the perception check's made with disadvantage.
It's the same trap that went off the first time.
But no one actually found it where it was.
19.
19. You see the trapped panel on the floor and jump over it.
It's like a Mario jump.
You pointed it up to Ven?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just like holding the dead body while rolling the hamster ball. Just then.
Ironically, if you had just run over it, it probably would have been fine because you had an invincible hamster ball.
Anyways, okay. Back to the top. Quoin. You see him partially out of the floor stabbing Kenna. Currently short sword in Kenna's back.
I'm going to bonus action Misty Step.
Nice.
To get as close to right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
To get, I mean,
yeah, you can.
If I'm going black hat, I'm going full black hat.
Yeah, you can. Misty Step right behind him.
I want to.
That's a neat trick.
No, I want to just right in the spine. I want to do some sick nasty, just hoop nasty dunk right on this fool.
Go for it.
With those words.
Cool. And I do have an ally within.
Yeah, tactics, yeah.
So, give me that crit, please. Give me that crit. And it'll do. I think 29 will do, but I don't mean to speak out of turn.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to. I needed confirmation. All right.
Sometimes you can't just assume with a 29.
You know.
Yeah, some
that's
things
max.
do have a 30 AC.
That is max damage.
And Bahamut. Okay.
And Bahamut. So that's 18 on the attack, and I.
Just seems like he shrugs it off, like he can take it.
You're right. Oh, sure, he'll take it, but then there's also going to be
That's right.
A third level smite that goes into.
Remember when I said you felt a little weird, kind of?
Sure.
Roll me your Paladin ability check, please. So just roll a d20 and add your Charisma modifier.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So then I'll roll that. That is a natural 20.
Whatever you're planning on doing with your Paladin abilities seems to go through.
It's a natural 20. That feels like I did not give that enough fanfare, because this is the actual source of nastiness. This is a vile root that I need to expunge from the garden of life. What's a level 3 smite? That's 4d8.
That's 4d8.
Yeah. So. Oh come on, you silly thing. Oh, there you go. Okay. So 4d8s.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that. Oh, fuck, that's gross.
Nice.
26.
Nice.
Another 26 damage.
He's like, ugh. Oh, wrong voice. The platinum dragon still has fire, it seems. Strength even.
That was just my first attack, you son of a bitch. And then I'd put another sword right in his fucking back.
Okay. His body
there
is. Here's the thing: when you're stabbing him, there's like no bones giving resistance. It's like his body's devoid of bones right now.
And I want to know. You can certainly call Dirty Pool on this, or whatever we need to do, or I can make an extra roll.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? Oh no, I've already used my bonus action. It's still just a sword. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to see if I could do some nasty chain work, but we're still a sword. I don't have a bone yet. I don't have a bonus action yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's still just a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
At advantage.
Yep.
Oh, get off there, you silly thing, you. There we go. Ooh. It seems pride goeth before the fall. How's a 14 taste?
A 14 misses. He kind of when he's like, okay, so as you stab with the first one, it kind of catches you off a bit because he has no bones currently. And you go to stab him again, and his body kind of just like weirdly like goes limp, and you just miss.
Mm-hmm.
And every time, like you see right now, the ring, he's wearing a ring on his hand, and while he's currently in this weird like half in the floor state through a crack in the floor, he's wearing a ring on his finger that's glowing slightly. And the ring looks like two snakes devouring each other.
So I'm right behind him. Am I allowed to say anything to Kenna?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, great. Take the hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that
like,
your
is
turn?
that his literal hand?
That's gonna bring us to the mouth then.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna turn his head, look Quoin right in the eye, and 2 more stabs to Kenna.
Yeah, Kenna's.
I can't take the hand if I'm dead.
Kenna would be 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
What
Do they have a
10
10-foot reach?
I can't
No.
take the hand if I'm dead.
First attack. Steady aim.
Valid, but fuck.
Oh, I rolled 2 18s anyway, so 26 to hit.
Yep.
Man, I need to play a rogue at some point. They're cool as fuck.
Rogues are great.
8 piercing damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a con save. And because you steady aim, this one gets sneak attack.
Only gets one attack though, then, right?
Advantage.
Now you get multi attack. The assassin makes 2 short sword attacks.
Natural 20 con save.
Okay.
Oh, it's the assassin stat block.
So 20 reduced to 10, reduced to 5, so 5 poison damage.
Cool.
But then the sneak attack happens. And that's 16 sneak attack damage on top of that.
I'm unconscious.
Cool. And I said he made 2 attacks, so as you drop, he goes, "Oh, Quoin. You should have done this alone." And he's just gonna plunge the sword down into Kenna's. Kenna would fall forward, down into Kenna's like right between the shoulder blades into the spine. Just so that's with advantage. That's a natural 20, so 2 failed death saves.
Okay.
Let's just see what that damage would be. 16 piercing. It's no way it's gonna get. Yeah, okay. So just and then
I'm going to use my reaction for fighting spirit. Pop my astral spirit form
okay,
out of my body.
okay. Cool. All right, fighting spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So it has 1/3 of your maximum hit points. So you don't have any hit points right now.
Yeah.
So just find a place where you can keep track of your whatever 1/3 of your max HP would be.
I believe.
But you're still
Maybe.
making death saves while you're in your body, while your
Yeah.
spirit's out, and your body can still be
I'll
attacked.
be using the hand again.
But I can still take actions, which is the
Correct.
important thing.
It's correct. So he does that twice, and he's your spirit come out, and he's like, "Well, that's a neat trick." All right, that's his turn. Bonus action, everything. Cool. Druck, you're doing what you're doing. All right. Same thing as before. Okay. Funny enough, there's no way to kind of sneak past these two currently. Just the way it's working, you can't really sneak past people you're going to be moving past. So Ven and Dax are running down the corridor, and you just see Druck like sneaking along.
I mean, with it, we're focusing forward. So with the stealth he probably rolled, I'm guessing I'm just focusing on the big ass.
You're
bubble
focusing
in front
on
of me.
just everything else, and Druck just gone.
Even if we saw him, we'd be like, "What fucking ever? Druck's doing drugs."
Oh, actually,
You gotta
does he
gotta sniff. You gotta
does he get
sniff
past
of
us?
Druck.
probably because he goes way before you guys.
Well, that's the question. I was like, can you get past Dax right now?
He would get past you guys because he's been doing this for a couple turns. So
No, I meant like
With the
physically. Can you
bubble.
get past the bubble?
oh no, cannot pass Dax because of the sphere would take up
Okay.
the entire length of the corridor.
Yeah.
Reminding
So then-
me, I need Druck to make either investigation or perception check while going down this corridor because I also remember Druck didn't know where this trap panel was either, and nobody knew Druck was coming down the corridor. So perception or investigation, your choice.
Oh, I would have done the other, but
Well, you can just say the yes. Perception. Or
it would have
investigation,
been 28
choice. 28.
instead.
Yeah, you see the trap panel and just walk around it. All right, cool. All right, so you're moving at what? 50 feet. Okay, you're some way away. Dex, what are you doing?
I'm just trucking along in the hamster ball.
All right. As you turn that, you at this point you get to the turning in the corner, and you're just focused on running. Just boop, 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 boop.
Dax just like,
Cool.
Quoin can't die.
Okay. You step on a piece of floor that doesn't seem like it's there 100%. And I need you to make a dexterity save. You cannot see this because it's not an effect that you can see. As you step on a false section of floor, and you're around the corner so Ven can't see you.
18?
18. You look, and the entire section of this floor here, 10 feet wide, drops 30 feet down into a pit of spikes. But you don't fall down.
Okay.
But you have to jump the gap to get across.
I would like to mind the gap and jump.
Okay. And then you'd get 10
And-
feet beyond that, and that's your turn.
And just then and just pointless like trap.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot gap. As long as you have a strength score of 10 or more, you can jump it.
It'd been really funny if you fallen in because the bubble would have just stopped on top of the spikes.
All right, so that is another 80 feet for Dex. Because Barbarian.
Note to self: Resilient Sphere is a great trap clearing.
So
Spell.
140 feet away. All right, Kenna, you still need to make a death save while your spirit's out though.
Oh,
And you
come
have two
on.
fails because he just
Yeah.
sword's still stuck in between your shoulder blades.
If I can succeed on this roll.
I believe. Oh no, your mom's not out, so not advantage on this.
My mom's not out. I didn't get a chance to pull her out.
Whenever she
Don't
does
fuck
come out,
me
we'll
being-
support her.
Oh, that's an 18.
Okay,
Ah,
one success. Two
Okay.
fails. That'll bring us to Ven.
No,
no,
they're
I-
60 feet.
can I not take action?
Oh right, your spirit can. Your
Yeah.
spirit's that your spirit can take actions and do stuff.
Yeah. So, my spirit is
He's
going
looking
to
at the
cast.
spirit like, well, that's interesting.
Can my spirit? I don't think my spirit form can talk. Can it?
Your spirit form, no, because you're technically on the ethereal plane.
Cool. Then in that case, I will just cast Wither and Bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Centered between me and him.
Okay.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw DC 18.
Mm-hmm. Fails.
All right, he gets to take 4d something necrotic damage.
So 14 necrotic damage.
And then I'm also going to roll hit dice equal to the roll. What? Sorry. Is it? I think it's 1 hit die per level. Did I cast that at 3 or 4? Cast that at 4.
You spend. You can
so
spend and
3
roll
hit
1 of your
dice.
unspent hit dice.
I can spend 3 because I cast it at at
so
4th
you
level.
can spend 3 of your hit dice if you have them. Remember, you guys haven't had a long. You guys have been chewing through hit dice.
I am in a really bad habit of not using my hit dice.
Yeah, you've been chewing through them. I don't because you've used Wither and Bloom.
I don't use hit dice as a player.
You've used Wither and Bloom a few times,
but I haven't rolled hit dice.
Yeah, it's for other people pretty much always.
But you're
Yeah.
Okay.
We also had long rests since then too with the magic long rests.
So I'm
those magic long rests don't help you with your. Those don't cut down on your travel exhaustion stuff or your
right.
Hit
dice, right?
Exhaustion.
Me as a player, I don't use hit dice almost ever. All right. Oh, that's pretty good. So
They're
that's
just so easy to forget about.
yeah. 16 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 6. So that's 24 hit points to me.
Okay, so your spirit goes back into your body.
Goes back into my body.
That's in your turn.
No.
Oh right, because you have a bonus
action
action still.
I have bonus actions. I have action economy.
And you're prone.
Yeah, bonus action, Misty Step to the south door.
Isn't that a leveled spell?
Yeah, you can't use Misty
Step.
You cast with Wither and Bloom.
Fuck, it is. Then I don't.
Fenn's trying to get you killed today. He's like, that should have been that poison could have been a crit. You can't do. I am
neutral in affairs of the rules.
I appreciate it. I've played at tables where people are like trying to like cheat the DM. It's not fun.
It's so that in the moments where I'm arguing on our behalf, Justin knows that I'm impartial.
I'm not going to be impartial. You're dead.
You know, they say the term is always like rules lawyering, but I feel like it's more of like rules adjudicating, like just.
So, Ken, what are you doing?
You know what? I can't use any of my bonus action spells because they're all leveled spells. So I'm just gonna
half movement stand up.
Half movement stand up. Try not to get killed.
You stand up with the sword still like embedded between your shoulder blades.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm panting and growling I feel like I'm half in a wild shape form, just mentally. I'm like,
okay.
You think you've seen death? Fuck off. Yeah.
They just laugh. Ven, what are you doing? Movement dash.
Other 60 feet.
Ven, help!
You hear Dax calling out traps for you. You'd round the corner at this time, but you would not have enough movement speed to get to the pit. That Dax just jumped over.
Oh, I see.
Can you jump while in the sphere? Does that make sense for movement at all?
The sphere is weightless, actually.
Right. So Dax just into the ceiling.
Yep.
Any coins come out?
I like the idea of just jumps into the ceiling, but because of the sphere, it's just.
Caught on the inside, rolls around a few times, catches their feet, and then keeps running.
All right, Flitz, you're still. What are you doing? Just chilling?
Does he hear anything?
This is an abandoned temple with a sketchy alleyway outside. Yeah, I'm almost done.
He's gonna press the button.
Okay. You press the button. Okay.
And then he's going to
kill everybody.
No, he's gonna run to.
Oh. You have 30 feet because technically you're in. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there like any kind of like bushes or anything like overgrowth that?
Oh yeah, a ton because this place has been abandoned. And it looks like it's been
He's
picked
gonna,
clean in places by people in this district.
Cool. He's gonna
temple.
take the bottle out and he's gonna kind of cover it, like put it into some of like the shrubbery, but enough to where there's a little visible window where you can see the.
Your passive perception is 9, right?
Yeah.
As you're doing that, there's a guy in the bush going, "Hey!"
He'll pop it up and take a gold coin, leave, and I'll toss it at him.
Gets up and he runs away, not wearing any clothes.
Cool.
And you hear, "Okay, I'll leave too in a second." And you see a woman rise up from the bushes and run away.
Sure, another gold. Just go, just fucking go. He will hide.
Stinks.
Great. He's gonna hide the. I can't even think now. He's gonna hide his bottle in the bush.
Great.
And he is going to. Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Sorry. He is going to use his. I'm pretty sure it's his bonus action. Let me double check. No, it's an action. Ooh, shit. He used an action to press the button, so he is going to kind of hide behind it until his next turn.
Okay. Quoin. You saw Kenneth's spirit pop out, go back into the body. Kenneth stands up. His sword is still stuck in between Kenneth's shoulder blades. He was definitely trying to kill Kenneth with you right there, and he's giving you eye contact the entire time.
Right, and Kenna is now how far away from Quoin?
Still 10 feet.
I did not move.
Okay, Kenna, what's your HP at? 'Cause I know
I'm at 24 out of 89.
24 out of 89?
Yeah. I'm at roughly 30%. But he could still take me down in one hit with sneak attack.
He seems more intent on not killing you, Quoin. He's more intent on killing...
He wants to damage me.
Like he did
the same. It's a classic mouth move.
Classic mouth.
No, this guy's trying to do some classic mouth stuff.
Man, I think you've read too much Hyperion.
But
I wish you knew what you were saying.
What are you doing, Quoin?
Okay, so Quoin, Quoin is going to take the 10 feet, not incurring the action, but standing between Kenna and the mouth, standing between them.
Okay, so sharing his space with Kenna.
Essentially, putting a hand back and dumping another 25 points into them with his action.
Okay.
So enjoy those delicious 25.
I will. I really will.
Yeah, so that's 25 you're gonna get dumped into you on your action. And then Quoin will say, "It appears that you truly are just a mouth that is only words. So are you going to just bark all day, little doggy, or are you going to bite?"
Nice. Anything else?
I believe I screamed at your boss to eat my ass, but if you want a taste, come get some.
The heart isn't here.
Yes, no, I'm telling you, I've already screamed what I need to at your stupid boss. And if you want to come, it is interesting what I was saying. It's cool to also interrupt people.
It is, yes.
Apparently you were raised on Grand Theft Auto.
Don't know what that is.
Yeah, no one does. But come get a taste.
On his turn,
come get some.
He's gonna reach into his coat. He pulls out this little vial It's relatively big. It's about this big. It's like a purple caustic liquid.
Oh no, I know what that is.
It's from Beneath the Tide.
Yep.
He's like, this is called acrid. It's highly explosive. And he's just gonna throw it point blank at Kenna.
Awesome. That's a missile. That's something that I can defend.
Correct.
In fact,
It's not.
I become the
this
target.
shatters and is. And it's.
I wanted to clarify for.
And I need Quoin and Kenna to make dex saves. Everybody else.
Is that become a spell essentially?
Massive fucking explosion.
Okay.
Get a sense. This is
That's not
what
gonna
you
do.
would call. Remember, a little vial like this was very explosive.
Yeah.
And you guys in Beneath the Tide came across a boat with big barrels, and it destroyed an entire ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Quoin, what'd you get for your dex
Lightning
save?
Dex save. Sorry, I apologize. What's a little green plus sign in your window mean?
Advantage.
No.
No, it's not advantage. It's
It'd be plus
something.
1.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Right? Let me look at your character sheet.
Well,
Yeah, that's plus 1 on saves for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's because
so-
you're.
No, but it's more than that because it has it next to my dex, and then
Yeah, that
Plus
means.
one's-
If you
Oh, wait,
click your
what the-
dex
no,
save,
no, yeah,
if
there
you
is
click your
one.
dex saving throw, it's your bonus. You
Oh,
get
it's from
a,
your
your
shield.
shield's AC.
It's
yeah,
about
with
your
dex
shield,
save.
so
Yep.
it would help on this.
You have plus
one
2 to your dex
because it
saving
is a
throws.
dex. Yes.
okay. Well then, 11.
I rolled
6.
really fucking high for that.
Yeah.
And Acrid's very explosive.
Yeah.
Well, I remember.
Quoin, what'd you get, sorry?
I got an 11. He's trying to bite my butt.
Yeah. Do you have anything that
invited him
can,
to.
like, reduce damage on dex
Oh, shit.
saves? Mutually assured destruction is what he's doing. Okay,
It only works as a deterrent, buddy.
Coin, 133 fire damage.
Our wizard cleric's
Yeah,
on the
no,
way.
that's more than I have.
Yeah,
so,
but you're resistant to fire. So you take
uh,
66.
okay.
Holy shit! Let me do some quick math
Ken,
here.
what's your dex save?
I failed, so let me see if my remaining hit point, with my remaining hit points, it knocks me down to below my max, negative my max.
So 49 minus 133. You'd be at negative 84, so you'd still be alive.
I'm barely alive and
You're
unconscious.
barely alive. But 133 fire damage to Kenna. And Kenna's body is on fire from the acrid. Everybody else hears that explosion and feels it. Oh, wait. Dex, you see the door? You can see the door. It's like 40 feet away. The door just splinters. And just for the sake of it, Dex save from you from the splinters from the door. Just.
Bubble.
Bubble.
Oh, never. Bing, 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 bing. Then you turn the corner, you just see. You see the explosion. Just. Dex saves for him. Natural 1.
Yeah.
Oh
fuck
no!
this
One
guy.
time! I
Holy
needed him to miss one attack, and
So-
I could have done something.
Cool. We got some death saving throws to make. Cool.
Oh, me?
Druck, you're still doing your thing?
Did Flitz feel that? Sorry.
Yeah, but not your turn.
I'm just making
You
sure. I'm just
definitely
making sure it was
felt it.
like. Okay.
Actually,
okay.
because you're up front, you can see a portion of you hear the explosion.
No, I'm up top.
Yeah,
I'm out of. Oh, okay.
but you see a portion of the street go. And there are people walking above, and their bodies are just incinerated and flung. Just
Oh.
cool. Drux, are you still sneaking, or are you? You still can't get past Dax though.
Yeah, still trying to make sure that no
Okay.
one, even his friends, know where he's at.
All right. Crawling. Okay. Dax, just and through the door, 40 feet away, you see Quoin still up. Because Quoin, you would be on fire from the acrid. It's an action to pat it out. Dax, you can see Kenna on the ground, severely burned, no hair, no beard,
No, my beard.
burning, and no sign of. Well, you didn't know Quoin was fighting the mouth. Or you might have actually. No sign of the mouth though. Just.
I had no idea what the fuck was going on. But Dax sees Kenna obviously not doing good, and they're just like, shit, not again. And they're in the bubble, and they're
You
just
can't interact with
rolling.
people out of the bubble either.
Yeah, I'm in the bubble, and I know I can't do that. But Dax is just like running in there.
What's the radius on the bubble, Sam?
The rate,
It's
like, how
around-
big is it?
Yeah, because it might not be able to fit through the door.
It just says big enough to fit a large creature.
Okay, yeah, so it can't fit through the door then. It's just like boonk,
Boink.
boonk. All right. Kenna, death saving throw.
Oh.
+1 because.
Wait, sorry. Just large enough to contain the creature or
Okay,
object
so Dax can
inside.
get through the door, but Dax can't really do anything because they're stuck in a bubble.
Right.
Kenna, death saving throw +1 because Quoin is within 10 feet.
17, my dude.
Okay, 1 success. Ven, you also cannot pass through the bubble.
I'm not catching. I'm slower than Dax, so
Yeah.
I'm still 120 feet away.
Correct. Which means you actually wouldn't be able to see the people in the room then.
I'm coming.
Oh, and Kenna, on your turn, you take. I guess I forgot because you're on fire. 7 fire damage, so 1 failed death save as well. So 1 success, 1 fail.
Cool.
Dax is just like in the bubble, kneeling by you in it, and just like screaming, just like.
All right. You see bits of meat on the floor, and this entire central chamber from that explosion actually would have been detonated. So sewer water is also flooding in. So actually, the sewer water. No, that's right. Water can't put acrid out. So sewer water is just like flooding into this chamber. Kenna is submerged underwater, still burning because acrid's fucked, and no sign of this guy aside from floating chunks of meat on the surface of the water, and you can see a glinting silver ring at the bottom of the pool and a weird amulet. But that's it. Flitz, you saw the street behind the temple just go,
Okay.
and you hear people scream and get like flung from the explosion.
Shit. Okay, this will be fun. So, a couple of things happen. He is going to, seeing this, he's going to redeposit the.
And Dax, Dax, if you look up, you would see into the night sky, into the city. But yeah, Flitz.
Bottle is going back into the safety of the carrier, and he's going to focus the air that's kind of like wafting this gem around. He's going to focus really hard on it. He's going to meta magic quicken spell. He's going to cast fly on himself.
Okay.
But the gem, whenever he does meta magic, he can fly up to 60 feet.
Yeah.
So he's going to fly 60 feet in that direction. Just
Okay. You'd get to the hole.
Okay.
And looking down, it's fucked. Buildings have been completely decimated. This explosion took out a 3-block radius.
Oh my fuck.
So it took out other temples, homes that might have been in this district have been taken out. But lo and behold, still the halls of eternal life are fine. But yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So he goes to
great.
60 feet because of that gem.
Yep.
So he gets there. Can he fly? He's going to use, because I get 60 more feet with my actual spell. He's going to fly 60 feet down into the hole to try to get to the others.
Yeah, at the end of your movement, you could probably do that.
Don't want to go into the nasty sewer water.
Oh, then,
but
okay, so you're like hovering above
wants
it.
to assess the situation.
Yeah, it's like flooding rapidly. It's like flooding. This entire... He actually would have blown... 3-block explosion, so it would have blown up the nearby... Because I got notes for this. The nearby cistern also would have been detonated, so this place is flooding with water.
Okay, so this bonus action... I didn't have an action yet. Because I used a bonus action and then I did my fun... Yeah, you can immediately fly without provoking them. Okay, so I still have an action. Okay, so action.
And you can't see Kenna. You only see the flames burning under the water. You can't actually see Kenna themselves because of this murky sewer water.
So I don't know what's going on down there with that. Okay. For an action, Can he try to find a bad guy?
You see floating meat chunks on top of the water, but that's about it. You don't see any other people.
That's about it. But
You see
everybody else
Quoin.
seems okay.
Quoin would actually be like up to their nose with water.
Is Quoin covered in like fire?
Quoin is burning too, yeah.
Okay, can I get close enough to get to Quoin and use my action to just pop, 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 pop?
Yep, you can put Quoin out.
But it's not him actually touching you, it's him forcing air
Okay.
and pulling.
It isn't
Like, no,
actually,
he's-
you have to touch the person to put the flames out.
Sure.
Okay.
Then we'll do
But
that.
because it's
We'll
acrid,
add
you
it
will
out.
take fire damage for it.
Cool.
10 fire damage.
Oh,
And you when you're patting it out, this is the first time Flitz has seen acrid. Actually, the first time everyone here has seen acrid. You're patting it out. Probably expecting it to be like maybe a type of oil or something, but it's like a gelatinous kind of goo. So it like sticks to your hand like it's and that's why it's burning you, because it's sticking to you, but you pat it out.
But I can like fling it. Okay. Well, I rolled a 13 to maintain concentration on my fly.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
That's gonna be it.
Okay,
I-
Quoin.
He's close enough now where he could see. Can he see Kenna's body under the water,
no,
or just
'cause
flames?
it's still submerged underwater.
Okay,
The water's
okay,
like
okay.
murky. It's full of like poo and
Just making
stuff.
Gross.
Quoin, you also
Real
can't
gross.
see Kenna because the way the water is. But you can see like where the fire is under the water. But it's your turn.
Yeah, I mean, Kenna was right behind me.
It's like right in front of you, yeah. Or right behind you, yeah.
Yeah, like in touching distance.
Yeah, and yeah, you can.
'cause I had
They're
already
burning under the water. Just
Yeah. Does putting healing points into them count as putting them out?
no, you'd have to use your action to pat the flames out.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
dunk. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and put Quoin has his sword out still and is like
You see meat chunks floating around.
looking at the meat chunks, like and really contemplating hacking those meat chunks up.
They're so
Like-
small. They're like this big, maybe.
No, it's a
Okay.
I wanna make sure this
You know what?
POS is dead, but like,
So
tell me more.
is Quoin like grappling with like the vengeance of making sure this guy's dead and helping Kenna, or is there a conflict there, or no?
It's not. I suppose I was going to have. I know what I, as a player, am going
Yeah.
to choose,
Okay.
and I know that that's the conflict. I was
Mhm.
trying to build it together with us collaborating to tell this story. Is there something you'd like to throw in as a?
I can say you can make a
Interesting
wisdom save to
difference.
see if Quoin can like temporarily snap out of this vengeance and focus on his friends. It's up to you though.
You're gonna make me do a rampage roll?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! All right, I love it. Let's do a rampage.
Yeah, wisdom
roll.
save.
That sucks. My wisdom's absolutely
I
garbage.
know.
I kind of want to make the choice because I know what I
Come
would
on,
do.
Bahamut.
Well, then make the choice.
I mean, the choice is obviously I'm going to help my friend.
Then
who's
then
been
help your
helping
Hey,
friend.
us.
you gotta start with the man in the mirror coin. If you want to make a change.
Don't quote Michael Jackson at me, please.
Oh, if you're making the choice, you don't have to make the wisdom check. That was just a suggestion. Up to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah. It is ultimately just like, yeah, because I've been,
Yeah.
I realize I've been selfish the last only 15 minutes.
Yeah, not
In,
that long.
in real time?
In
game time?
game.
Yeah.
Not that long. Yeah.
But
so are
anyway,
you
yeah, it's a. I'm gonna use my action instead of taking an attack.
to pat the flames out.
No, actually, I'm gonna put points into
Okay.
them to bring them back up.
Okay.
So
Cool.
does the fire damage? Sorry,
You'd get hit by the fire damage, but Kenna would come to consciousness, still burning.
I'm not so much mad about that. I'm wondering, do they take fire damage at the beginning of their turn?
Beginning of their turn.
Okay, I'm going to put 15 points.
Okay. So
into
Kenna,
them.
you come to consciousness, submerged
On
under
fire.
sewer water.
Sorry, just for clarification, there is something special about
Yeah, lay on hands.
Lay
you
on
cure
hands,
diseases and
gets-
poison with it.
removes conditions.
Yeah,
right?
this isn't a condition. This is just
Thank you.
fire, like a just gelatinous kind of flammable substance is stuck to their flesh.
All right. Well, that's 15.
Okay, so Kenna, you come to consciousness. with searing pain, you see you're burning,
consciousness,
but you're also submerged in sewer water.
Uh-huh.
I haven't moved. Can I?
And that would end the
pull
initiative.
him out?
So, Kenna, since
him out.
that happened, you take 7 fire damage,
Cool.
and you're still under the water.
I'm going to come up for air and
Okay.
tap myself out.
Okay, so you tapping your own self out is another 8 fire damage.
I'm unconscious again. What the fuck?
Well, let's catch her. Since
Yeah,
we're
at this
not
point,
in
it's just you
combat.
can. At this point, just you can stabilize Kenna or whatever.
Okay.
But you notice from the
I'll be
fire,
at 1.
Kenna has no hair left, and the beard has been like burned away.
So now I am bald.
No eyebrows. Druck, you can do what you were gonna do.
That's actually
What you
very
messaged
sick.
me. But yeah, everyone would eventually get into this room and see it's flooding with sewer water, and it's getting to the point where it's getting up to the ceiling. There's a big hole in the
Flitz?
ceiling.
Like,
The tunnel. At this point, the tunnel you all would have come through. Everyone was in the tunnel, everything would be swimming currently in sewer water. The only one who's not in sewer water is Flitz.
technically not Dax.
Dax is floating on the surface, but everybody else is swimming in sewer poop
I
water.
mean, Quoin's not swimming. He's in fucking full chainmail armor.
Yeah, there's no checks for like
Oh, okay.
for that kind of stuff. You just
There used to
Okay,
be.
Sorry.
there used to be
I
where
mean,
you'd sink to the bottom.
yeah, I'm in like heavy ass armor.
Yeah, that's
Disadvantage on swim
old
checks.
edition stuff. Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you for the clarification.
Could I, if I wild shaped into a swimming creature, could everyone hold on to me and like just stay
Yeah.
head above water, not riding on
Oh,
me, just
no.
like as a floating
The entire tunnel is
device?
flooded.
So like, but like I could help people keep their heads above water
No.
if they held on.
The entire tunnel's flooded, like even up to the.
Well, but isn't it
There's
isn't
no
it
breathable
open to
air.
the? Isn't it? But it's, you
Yeah,
said it's
you're
open to the.
but if you like
the
want to
sky.
get out of here, it's either climb up through this hole or go all the way
Yeah,
back.
but
up
like,
to you.
so if it's flooding and I'm like a shark,
Oh, well,
and
there's,
people are
it's,
holding
there's
on to me and
breathable
we're
air.
just
If you're
riding
in
the
current,
weight.
in the current place you are, there's a massive hole in the ceiling where the
Yeah.
street used to be. So there's no need for that. You can just go climb out onto the street.
oh, we can just okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And there's Crown's Guard like swarming the area too, because a massive explosion went off. And as you all are like climbing out, if that's what everybody's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Mhm.
mean, like the choice is either try and swim through
Poop.
this long swim,
Or just climb.
or be exposed to Crown's Guard.
Yeah, you can see Crown's Guard like swarming around the thing. They're like, okay, everyone down there, halt! Because I mean, explosion.
I
There's
mean-
people at the scene, so they just see you all in the hole. Then they get to the edge of the hole and they're just like looking down there. Everyone freeze.
I freeze and start sinking.
As everyone's gargling turds.
They all like start like getting you out, but like they
Yeah.
start pulling you all up and they don't move. Stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just like the Mission Impossible, like armed and like spread out as he like lifts himself up.
Okay. Druck, the ring you're holding and the amulet that you picked up, they start turning to snow.
Oh.
They start what?
Turning to snow.
Oh, you tricksy bitch.
That bead.
Then, Arcana
Okay.
check. Flitz, Arcana
Uh-huh.
check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi everyone.
Just
Ooh, that's a natural 20.
25.
both of you would
28.
know that was not actually the mouth. It was a simulacrum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that bitch!
Wasn't real.
Wait. Then who left the chunks of meat?
You look down in the water, the chunks of meat start turning to snow.
Okay. I'm gonna hang on to that for right now because we're dealing with the authorities, and I don't want Quoin. I don't want Quoin. I want Quoin to be able to have the gift of clarity for the moment
And,
before getting that news.
As you're all standing here, the guards are like, so you're all at the scene of the explosion. What happened? And one of the Crown's Guard gets pushed to the side. You can see another Crown's Guard approach with a more like plumed helmet. He pulls the helmet off, and he's very stubbly chin. Looks tired as fuck. So, explosion. Scene of the crime. What happened? Details? Don't all speak at once.
I honestly don't know. I was down the hallway.
The mouth had a vial of exploding goo.
Yeah, I don't know who the mouth is.
is a gang that is operating within the confines of this specific district that designates their members with body parts, and they have been for years at least operating under the nose of most gods and with the knowledge of some gods.
Great.
And they
Cool.
are the body parts gang.
Shackle them temporarily.
Yeah, what is
Bring
why
them to the
would you
keep for
just
questioning. We need this is
why would you just go to shackles right away? We are
because you're at the scene
witnesses
of an
a
explosion.
crime.
There's lots of dead, and he gestures around to dead people littering on the streets, just to
Right,
cover
we are
all
telling
bases
you-
and just sure
We
everyone
are
is.
telling you what is happening, and
You're
you're not
shackled.
listening
Just
to it. You're yeah, no, that's
Coin,
cool. You
coin,
can do
coin.
whatever you want, I guess,
Coin.
but you're just not listening.
Coin.
Take that
Coin.
one to the cells. Take these ones to the questioning chamber.
Yeah, take me to the cells. Cool.
Coin.
What a
Coin.
cool thing. What an
Coin.
awesome
And
And
that
as
gives
you're
you
all-
juice.
As you're
What an
all
awesome
one
measure
by
of
one,
justice. If you're wearing the helmet of Bahamut and
snaps
you
his
don't
fingers
even
and
you
casts
refuse
silence
to
on
listen.
Quoin.
So that is
and you're all led to the keep shackled, and that's where we're going to go to break.
I was like, Coin, we know the prince.
Coin, shut the fuck up!
So, going to break, and we'll pick up from there in a few minutes. So, bye, everybody. Well, not bye, but break time. everybody, we're back. Play Conqueror's Bad Fur Day if you haven't. The game is an experience.
Oh, don't.
You save at Scarecrows. Alright. So, you're all being shackled by Crownsguard. At the scene of a crime, but also because Dax is literally carrying around a corpse of a teenager.
So I'm assuming they're gonna make me put the body down. Okay, I didn't know how the fuck that would work.
That's a little awkward being
They're
shackled with
they're
a
gonna
guy
like
on the shoulder.
he's gonna like grab the body, and some of the Crownsguard are gonna like take the body.
I'm like, while they're taking the body, I'm gonna like gesture to like talk to one of them or the captain quietly.
Okay, he comes over.
That person was, I understand, caught in the crossfire of everything that happened down there. I have the ability to bring that person back.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's something the temple is iffy on, but if that's something you're willing to look the other way on, I can take care of that and right this wrong.
Not right now.
I not right now. I just meant
we'll get answers first, and then
yes, just okay.
Resurrection doesn't excuse. Oh, silence only lasts for a minute, so while you're walking, it would go away.
What would go away?
Silence.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I
so
wasn't trying.
You guys are just really cool with your platinum helmets. You think that you can just hand down from your ivory tower all of your judgment without even giving any sort of explanation as to what you're trying to say. You just want to cast
silence. Is casting.
Oh, I'm being silent.
I didn't want to. Sorry. I hope I didn't imply. I don't want to do that for my sake. I want to do that for the sake of the person.
We understand, but
all right.
We have things to deal with.
Questions
to ask, and there's no other witnesses in the vicinity. They're all dead. So
right. I just wanted to make sure that like you didn't take the body and cremate it before I could. Before I could help.
We recognize the body. We'll have some of us go inform the parents, his parents as well.
Oh right.
So just to clarify, all the people that Flitz was with, did they get out, or did they start running once they left the temple?
Guess you'll
we
find
didn't
out.
See. Cool.
The people that were boating in the bushes, they're definitely toast. But you're all lit.
I mean, that's one way to go, baby.
But you're led to the keep. Through familiar areas where you went during the Harvest Call Festival to be questioned about the poisoning. Quoin is led to a different area. And you're all put in the same rooms, separate rooms. Quoin, you're unfortunately led to a cell, and you're put in. All of your stuff is taken and put into chest. They don't take your religious symbol. I believe you have one, right? They don't take that kind of stuff. They don't take religious
shield
stuff. Yeah, they let you keep your shield because it's got religious ties on it. So you got your shield, and then they put you in a cell. And as the dickhead captain leaves, one of the guards goes, "I'm so sorry about this. I know who you are. I know who your friends are. I'm gonna go get the prince." And
hold on. Were you at Giant's Cradle? Did you see when we did the the ceremony of forgiveness?
That would have been in Belgrove.
Yeah.
Yes,
He nods, and you recognize him. After he lifts up the visor on his helmet, he goes, "Yeah."
Put my helmet up.
He's
we
like,
do the Bahamut wink.
"This is out of the ordinary. How they're dealing with this, but they're on edge because of the dragon attacks. So they're just trying to kind of just make sure, it's more out of fear than anything." You heard the news, right? Bastille was wiped out by dragon attacks. No one left alive.
Yes, I have heard of these dragon attacks.
Okay.
And if I was being honest to you, I think that it is in connection with the grossest and most egregious of all trash dragons, Tiamat.
As soon as you say Tiamat, his eyes kind of flicker for a second. He goes. He looks confused, and he's like, and you can even with a 10 passive insight, you can tell he's actually confused of what just happened when you said the name, and he's like, sorry, I went blank for a second. I'm gonna go get the prince, and
Thank you. You're welcome to.
Thank you for what you and your friends have been doing. It's appreciated, just with everything.
But I also want to say that those of you who are truly keeping in the light of Bahamut, you need to be aware that Tiamat.
His eyes, he does it again. It's just like, sorry.
Trash dragon.
Doesn't do anything that time.
Chromatic dragon.
Yeah, a chromatic dragon attacked Bastille. Along with what else was there?
Dragon of color.
Yeah, I was there when I was there. During
that is a weird thing for me to say.
I was there during the attack.
We were all going to go past it, but that is a weird thing.
You actually have you? Yeah, there's these dragons that attack Bastille. Maybe you guys saw dragons in your travels?
Yes, we
like
have.
The people. I was there during the attack. Well, for the roundup of the check for survivors, we went with Fenthrin and Silverhand when we heard about the attack. One of the dragons was big and kind of purple, had a beak, and it was covered in like fungal growths. And that matches the description of the dragon that attacked you all in the mountains inside the tower.
Yeah, it did some nasty dragon.
There was a green dragon, which would match the stories you've heard of a green dragon wandering around Varanmoor area. There was I swear it was a dragon that was rotting, but alive. It had like blue flesh coming off its bones. And the people said it had like a big indentation in its forehead, like there was something once there but was missing.
Were these dragons? Can I ask you a question about these dragons? Have you heard?
Shame the Beneath the Tide characters aren't here because they would recognize that one.
Are these dragons? Do they have runes on them? Because
yes.
I come across dragon. Yes. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
I wasn't supposed to tell you this. Supposed to keep it hush hush.
Yes. Okay.
To not cause fear.
Okay, huddle up.
He's like looking around. None of the guards are listening.
I mean,
they were looking for the ones who killed a dragon called Conflagradon, which is the dragon you killed in the volcano.
Also, I mean, not to be a total dweeb, but I want to let you know, I am actually technically immune to fear, to being frightened. So you could say some of the most nasty things to me that
I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just saying they weren't supposed to tell it. They wanted to make sure. For some reason, they don't want you knowing about this. You and your friends, I don't know why. Maybe they want to just keep it hush hush and reduce panic from people. I don't know. But these dragons that were attacking Bastille were looking for you and your friends. And I don't know.
This is distressing, but I understand, and I see that you are a true believer of Bahamut.
And they called themselves the Remnants of the Five Scale. Which, Quoin, you would recognize that name. Because Yodelin would tell you stories.
That is Book of Revelations.
Yeah. So, where are my notes on this?
That's Book of Revelation stuff from the Book of Bahamut. Like that's back. That's that back leaflet insert.
Yeah, they were. You would know that Yodelin didn't know much about them, because knowledge of them was wiped out basically, to kind of like remove them from history, make people forget them. When Bahamut was destroyed by Tiamat, the dragons she was with that helped them with it were called the Remnants of the Five Scales. And I have to rearrange all the windows. What was I saying?
I'll be on it. What?
Remnants of the five scales?
Yeah, remnants of the 5 scales. And that these dragons, when Tiamat was banished to the 9 hells and imprisoned by Asmodeus, these dragons were also imprisoned where she was imprisoned. And Yalin always thought that that prison was broken when Asmodeus was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And she would always fear the return of them because they were no longer, that the prison was no longer being held by Asmodeus' life force. So she would constantly talk about them and fear that they would one day probably come back to enact their vengeance. Yeah. You would just know they're bad news, and they were basically Tiamat's most loyal soldiers when she tried destroying the continent and the world and making it like her own place to rule over. And these are basically the dragons that were going to help her do that. And they were a mixture of chromatic dragons and other dragons. Like, she had somehow bent the will of non-chromatic dragons to serve her.
Whoa! Is this a new piece of information for Quoin that there were technically those
not
outside
new,
of the
but she
trash
always said
dragon.
like she said that Tiamat in this group Tiamat had bent the will of other dragons. Never mention metallic dragons, but just like other dragons kind of served this purpose. But yeah.
You know, it is hard because there are nasty wasties of all kinds who... I'm sorry. Thank you for the information.
I'm just saying that's why everything's kind of...
totally fucked.
Yeah,
yes.
They're worried. They're doing their best to quell the panic. And every day they worry that the dragons are going to come here.
I suppose having a sewer explode underneath your feet does not cause one to be unpanicked.
Correct.
Yes,
and he's just like, I guess I'm gonna go get the prince.
So we are uncovering a major crime syndicate that has been allowed to grow and fester in the...
They're going to be getting Door. Hobgoblin, he did all of his divine stuff to you and your friends initially when you were here for the poison mead thing. So he's familiar with you, just to pull the truth and get an idea what's going on. But I'm just letting you know why everyone's kind of on edge. The captain of the Crown's Guard, his son died in the attack on Bastille, so that's why he's a little... jumpy. Anyways, he scurries away because you can hear people coming. And the door opens, and you can see the Hobgoblin Wizard from Door. He's there, and he goes, "Well, Quoin, hello. Apologies for this. I'm sure..."
There's no need to apologize when justice is what is being sought.
Alright. I'm just gonna... You don't mind if I use divination to get to the truth, do you?
I mean, if you want to seek inside of my mind, it is not a comfy place.
No. I'm not delving into your mind. I'm just casting a spell where no lies can be told.
Oh, I was just going to say you're welcome to go, but I would recommend you bring your galoshes, as it is at least up to your shins.
I'm not comfortable delving into people's minds, just so you know. Not my cup of tea. People have things they want to keep private. They can keep them private. I just need to know the truth, basically.
I mean, I would recommend, and I will volunteer myself, I will represent the Faust and the Furious in this matter.
Alright. I'll be asking your friends the same question. They were with you the entire time, so I really only need to ask one of you.
Right.
And,
I would prefer, if there's any pain or consequence of our current actions, that it come to me, and you leave the rest of the group out of it.
Well, I can't promise anything depending on what I uncover, but guess we'll see. He's gonna cast Zone of Truth. Do you resist it or no?
No.
Okay.
I
So you
am
can feel like you can evade answering questions.
Yeah.
But as long as your answers, if you make them, remain within the boundaries of the truth. And he's gonna go, all right. Why were you in the sewers?
Because there was a secret entrance that had been from the Temple of Bahamut, and I was pursuing an absolute garbage being. I was trying to stop their chokehold on the unclaimed youth of our city who had succumbed to a charm spell and had been taken advantage of to run medium to high crimes right under the noses of the Crown's Guard.
All right. And he snaps his fingers, and you can see like a little piece of parchment appear, and a quill's like writing on it. He's like, okay. Interesting. And you saying these are where the missing people have gone, like the kidnappings that we've been investigating for the last few years?
Several, as well as people who are not among documented disappearances. There are both innocent and not so innocent people.
All right, and I saw the Crown's Guard had a body with them.
Mm-hmm.
A boy who had been stabbed. How did they die? Who killed him? What went on there?
That is not my specific story to tell of their body, but I will say that any actions that have done should be thoroughly thrust at the feet of one that refers to themselves as the Heart, because they, through their action and their consequence, they have made do you know, I have a question for you. I will answer your question with a question.
All right.
If you were to, if someone was to punch you in the face but they had a glove on, would you blame the hand or the glove?
I'd blame the person.
Right, but I'm saying, if you were to feel the impact, would you feel like, oh, I got punched by a hand or by a glove?
Well, it'd be the hand.
Right.
But I'm just trying to figure out. So you're saying the mouth killed the boy?
No, I am saying whoever was in charge of the charm spell, as I know is illegal, I would say that that person is to blame. Like, it is, if someone were to have full control of someone and to put their hand in a blender, would you blame the blender, or would you blame the person telling them to put their hand into a blender?
All right, we're gonna move on from that question.
That is a fair question. As
that I might have to ask your friends that question then, because I do kind of need a clearer answer on that one.
Phone a friend.
There is a
phone a friend.
Quoin can't reach anybody. There is a. Like I said,
I was referring to Justin.
Like I said, there is a dead boy. And his parents have been looking for him for a few years, so I kind of just need answers on some things. And I will be honest, the wounds on his torso do match wounds of a weapon that one of your group currently carries.
As I've said, if you need to seek answers, we are looking for someone who refers to themselves as the Heart, and I can give you a very specific description of someone who refers to themselves and prefers others to refer to themselves as the Mouth.
Alright, the spell's about to end. It's got 10 minutes on it. Oh, what does the Mouth look like? Who are they?
Full description then, because I mean, like, I described the eyes.
And you can see the quill actually starts to draw a picture of their face. Like
and
accurate
the
drawing.
Long fingernails and the
just draws everything you describe. Alright, that's good to know.
I don't think that Quoin would know for those listening or for those playing with me, don't think Quoin knows the word Yanti, but essentially this snake person he's describing.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, has all
Alright,
those,
let's see. Definitely have to send some Crown's Guard down into that sewers and then sift through whatever remains. The explosion kind of took out everything.
I would suggest that you cast water breathing.
Yeah, I was told kind of the extent of what's going on down there. Alright.
I would also recommend that perhaps, if you could, you would engage with the current youth of the city, because that is who they prey on.
That's good to know. Yeah, that is a trend. It's mostly children that have been going missing. Specifically, children that were getting promises of adoption at the orphanage here in the city. And when the children were adopted, they never went to the people that were seeking adoption. So it's been a whole fucking scenario. But thank you. He sees eyes kind of glaze over temporarily. And Druck, I'd like you to follow the guard that's coming to your little quarter, and he's gonna bring you here for some questioning.
What?
Door opens, and there's a Crown's Guard saying, "Hey, come with me. Questions. You're gonna be talking to Door. He talked to you during the mead poisoning incident."
Oh yes, let's meet them again. It's been a good while.
Okay, come this way, and he leads you. Opens the door, and you can see Quoin in a cell. He's just like, you can just... Door's like, thank you. Druck, you can just sit at the table here.
Do you mind if I stand?
Do whatever makes you comfortable. And as you walk in, you can feel this effect, which you would recognize as like a Zone of Truth because it's been cast on you before. Do you resist or not?
I'll let it wash over.
Okay,
So, yeah.
so he knows that you chose to fail on it. Alright, Druck, just general questions here. I got truth from Quoin, but unfortunately I haven't gotten a straight answer on a question I'm trying to get answered just because it's pertinent to the situation and my spell's about to run out. There was a boy that the Crown's Guard's body confiscated. Wounds from a longsword. I just need to know who killed him.
I feel like that. It's fairly obvious, right?
I mean, I just need to hear someone say it. Who killed him?
Well, I mean, it's fairly... I guess I don't understand.
Alright.
I mean, you know who did
Here's a
it.
question then. One of your party was found with a longsword. When the weapons were confiscated, the longsword had blood on it.
Yes.
The wounds on the corpse matched the wounds that would be dealt by such a longsword. Did your friend Dax kill this person? Alright, I'll take that as a yes.
I mean, what? How?
Because I'm about to borrow your friend Kenna and talk to the body. Because I've heard things.
Well, you know, it's... I mean, why?
I need a full...
You know who carried the body, yes?
Right, and I need a full...
You saw
I just
who
need a
carried
full
the body.
picture of what's going on because...
It was Dax who carried the body.
I understand.
There's no motive.
No, I understand,
Yes.
but...
Why even...
understand. Like I said, the parents have been looking for their son for a couple years now, and they want answers, and I'm just trying to get them.
Well, answers are aplenty.
He was kidnapped when he was 12, so it's been a while since they... Some.
Well, you know, we're talking about this person as if they aren't a person. What was their name? Or what is their name? It's not like they can't be brought back. Ven has the power to do so.
Resurrected
What is
people
their
doesn't
name?
pardon the crime, though.
That's not what I'm saying. We're talking
Understand.
about a person.
The soul has to be willing, and it's a whole situation. If people were, like I said, your questioning's done. I got what I needed.
What is the name?
I wasn't told
myself.
the name. I'm just here to ask questions.
You know who the
don't get.
parents are.
I'm not pertinent to getting information. Like,
Drunk kind of reversed it. The whole interview thing. He's just kind of like,
stay here though, and he leaves and he locks the door.
Alright, yeah.
And Kenny, you hear a knock on your chamber.
Is that the healer?
No, it's me, Door. The hobgoblin who we talked months ago, a long time ago.
If you have a potion, you can come in.
He comes in and he sees that you look like shit. He's like, "Wait, no one's seen to you yet." Oh, you haven't been here
Nah.
long. It's only been a few minutes.
Can I get a hat or something too? It's a little breezy.
Oh, rat. He just gives you a potion of superior healing. I don't got a hat. I actually just need you to come to the morgue with me.
Sure.
Estes told me about your abilities talking to the dead.
Yeah, I can talk to him.
Cool. Come with me. And he leads you.
Alright. I start chugging.
Okay. It's potion of superior healing. It's whatever. And he leads you through, and he leads you down to the morgue. And the morgue doesn't have a door. Instead, it's kind of like a shimmering gold doorway. And he steps through it. He's like, "Alright, come on in."
I step in.
Okay. There's a lot of bodies in here covered in sheets. Mostly looks like they've been blown apart and other not so great stuff. And he leads you over to the recognizable corpse of the 19-year-old human man who was like stabbed through the torso twice.
Mm-hmm.
I just need you to cast Speak with Dead on them.
I start casting Speak with Dead. Is it a ritual? It's not a ritual.
Nope.
Yeah, I cast Speak with Dead.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
So
I can. It's a subclass spell, so I can cast it at will.
So the corpse sits up. All right.
What do you want to know?
Who killed you?
Who killed you?
Goliath. Purple skin, braids, longsword. All right. How many? I can cast a spell too. It's like 5 questions, right?
Yeah, it's 5.
Alright.
You got 4 left.
Was it in self-defense, or was it not?
Was it in self-defense or malicious?
Malicious. Opened door. Woken from sleep. Stabbed twice.
I'm sorry, Dax. I can't fight a wizard right now.
Right. And you can see he's writing. He snaps his fingers, and like a little imaginary piece of parchment, like an illusory piece of parchment appears, and a quill's writing on it. And you can see there's like a picture of the mouth on it as well. He's just writing that down. Fuck. I kind of got my answers. Quoin mentioned some of your lot were being charmed and stuff. Were you charmed? Yes. Alright. Were you intending on... No. Were any of your group intending on killing any of the people who came down into your base of operations? No. Intruders are robbed, memories altered and sent on their way. Alright. I think I got one question left. Looks at Kenna. I'll let you ask the last question. It's your spell. I can't think of anything.
Do you know where the heart or mouth might be at this moment?
The mouth takes many disguises. Could be anyone. The heart never leaves Red Brook. Has nothing to do with the Anundiel City sect of the guild. And then the body just goes poof. Oh, that's not good. Alright. Quoin, Druck, it's at this point you hear screaming coming down the corridor. Just like, what the fuck are you doing? They did nothing wrong. Clearly that wasn't a fucking dragon attack, you fucking idiot. And you hear like pushing. The door opens and you can see Prince Estes walk in. And he goes, I am so sorry for this. Are you two alright?
It comes with what our chaos of our group, I guess.
Quoin deeply bows, takes a knee.
Oh,
there's
I don't like
no reason.
No need to bow.
I understand. I'm just saying there's no reason for you to apologize to us. But I will say that my thirst will not be slaked until I have plunged my sword deep into the heart of those who have done wrong.
Yeah, about that. This is a tricky situation. If this is a Wayfarers Guild contract, it'd be a little more easier for us to kind of push things out of the way, but he kind of pauses for a second. Noted. Alright. You can let Kenna, Ven, the Gnome go? Oh yes, Flitz, that's his name. I'll let these two know. Thank you. I guess the questioning is complete. Dor got the answers he needed. At this point, Ven, you're led. Kenna, you're led, and Flitz, you're led into this chamber where Quoin and Druck are. Quoin is being led out of a cell, and Quoin is given their stuff back. By Estes. And then, yeah, at this point, yeah, Ven, Kenna, and Flitz would be back, and Dor also enters, and he's like, I got all the questions you wanted, Your Highness. You need anything else from me? He's like, no, that's alright, you can go. I'm sorry to awaken you.
Can I whisper over to Dax real quick?
Dax isn't here.
Oh, Dax isn't here?
Dax was not brought here. He's like, so... We got the whole truth. We got the answers. Kenny here, thankfully, apparently, was able to speak to whatever spirit essence manifested in the corpse that was found.
If I may.
You may not currently. I know we have a repertoire, and I know you all have a sort of relationship with my father and the crown for all the deeds you've done. But something like this cannot be ignored, and if I'm to take the throne, and if this came to light of what I sort of, if I let it go, if I let it pass, if I didn't do what the law would ask of me, I wouldn't really be respected as a king, and
Your Highness, I merely ask that you do your truth magics to the one Dax, just to get their state of mind, so to speak, a proper interview of intent. That is all.
Like I said, we got the answers from you, from Quoin, and the deceased, and unfortunately,
that is enough. You wouldn't.
We got the truth. The truth is enough.
You wouldn't even ask the person that you're imposing sentence on or even
I'm not
clarify
imposing a
what
sentence. I'm simply...
seems very weird to not
I'd love to talk to
properly
them, but they're not
interrogate
here.
the guilty party themselves. Those who the guilty party.
A boy is dead, and your friend dealt the killing blow, and the body said they were not hostile, and they were killed out of maliciousness. So, like I said, the truth was spoken. People verified that Dax was the one who killed them.
I do not know how magics work, but could they still be under charming?
No, they're dead.
So many things surpass death, and
You can't charm a corpse.
everything is so weird. What is that a thing?
No, you can't charm corpses. They're dead. Any condition that would have been tied onto them is gone.
Oh wow! I did.
So, like I said, we got the answers. We have the truth.
But why? I guess I don't.
I would
why
talk to
wouldn't
Dax,
you-
but like I said, there's no point. We have the truth.
That's. What do you mean? There's no point.
Because we have
There's
the
always a
truth.
point in. That's. How do you know it's the truth? Plus.
Because there was a zone of truth spell where a lie couldn't be told,
Oh yes.
and the
of
corpse
course.
couldn't tell a lie either. So,
Yes, of course.
there was a truth. And
But
it's
what's
not the
the
first
harm
time.
in diligence? What's the harm in diligence of?
You can see he's
doing
getting
the same
frustrated.
to those
at
Brooke.
the-
afflicted?
Take
Druck.
Druck and just put him somewhere. I can't deal with this constant questioning right now. A boy is
Druck,
dead,
it seems-
and I'm just trying to get answers.
Drek, it seems hypocritical to demand diligence in action
When none of
from
you
the prince
did
when
it.
we did not have diligence in our action, in our own actions that led us here.
Yeah, but who has the power?
We did in every situation in which we've killed people.
And like I said, if this was through the Wayfarers Guild, I could attempt to sweep this under the rug, but I can't because the proper avenues weren't gone through. If you had information of a thieves guild that was kidnapping children, why didn't you come to the authorities and let us know? None of you are judge, jury, and executioner. None of you work for the crown. You're mercenaries, at best. And
You're correct. You are. I agree with you 100%. We are
I
not. We should have.
I also agree with you 100%, Your Majesty, so that is why I will accept 100% of the responsibility.
that's not how it works.
I understand what you're saying, and I do hear you, and I am not trying to change your judgment.
Can't sweep this under the rug. This is too big
I'm
to
not
sweep
saying
under the
to.
rug.
I am not saying to sweep it under the rug. That is not.
So you're saying you want the guild to fall onto you.
I think that I'm the reason that any of it happened.
You know what the punishment is, yes?
I mean, yes, I do know what it is. I'm not. Every choice that has fallen in its place has come about because of decisions that I pulled all of the Faust and Furious into. So if there is some judgment to come of this, I would respectfully ask that you keep their name out of it and only bring it my way.
Make a persuasion
Because
check with advantage because Druck was just going into this guy. So, and with Ven's help too.
So that's a 16.
Okay. I just got back from a fucking ancient city. This is a lot. You all did as well. And to have this thrust into my lap is stressful to say the least. And seeing what I saw of your group during the brief time we had together in that city and everything, I know all of you come from a place of good intentions.
We're well equipped to pave the road to hell.
Correct. But I also noticed a violence. The punishment for this would be execution, normally. But I can't sentence you to death, Quoin. You didn't commit the crime. And I really don't know what to do.
But, sorry, I'm new to this group.
You are.
I'm an outsider
Unfortunately,
looking,
yes.
right, looking in, if you will. I don't wish for you to avoid the law or sweep it under the rug or not give fault where it may need to lie, you know. But with the praises that you give this group and from what they've accomplished, forgiveness and second chances are always possibilities. The group has a means of bringing this boy back to life.
I understand.
Is it a second chance, though, or a third or a fourth?
I'm going to say second because that's all I know. The temple
if we allowed the resurrection of if we allowed people who murdered to resurrect the victims, would it really be I don't want to ignore this.
I don't think it needs to be ignored. I think there needs to be a sentencing, maybe monetary, to the family, and that temple of which all this happened and transpired, and the rebuilding of the roads need to happen too. I think the perfect person that could assist in rebuilding a place is someone of size and stature that matches Dax. And I think the group would be willing to lend aid as well. Rebuilding the temple, of which was desecrated at some point, and fixing a problem that escalated a lot. I don't think there doesn't need to be a sentencing. I don't think this needs to be ignored.
All right, let me see.
I just want to mention that my offer of resurrection was not contingent on a lack of sentencing. I intend to do that. I intended to do that even if you put me to death myself.
I understand.
I may also mention that, well, shit. Sorry.
It's a fucky situation. Take your time.
Yeah. That being as you are a new ruler, showing forgiveness, especially in regards to those that have done ill, like those who have been charmed and such.
But was your friend charmed when they did it? No.
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. but those of the I don't like to use this, but the lower caste that have been abused as of late within this city, your city, showing forgiveness for slights in general, that you are in charge of how this is framed.
I understand. And I need to take into account of everything that led up to the incident, which I am doing. But I also can't ignore the good you've all done. But also, good acts don't erase the bad. And thankfully, there was a wish spell that deleted the memory of some stuff on Verandmore, so that is totally forgotten about. So, here's what I'm offering. And here's what I'm going to say is the judgment on this affair. A lot of crown property was damaged in the explosion. But I know you weren't responsible for said explosion. But if you didn't go, if you would have come to the crown and not acted of your own impulse, then that probably would not have happened.
Not to be a total dick over here, but were you really like setting up a sting operation that we missed? I'm gonna fade back into the crowd. My bad. Sorry, I brought that up.
He breathes in through his nose and continues. Had we known about the incident and what was going on, maybe we could have prepared and not run in without thinking, without prepping, without planning. And thus, many lives were lost today. Innocent, not innocent. And as I said, generally, for this, the judgment would be execution. But looks at Flitz, your words and what you said makes sense. Looks at Drek, what you've been saying makes sense. Looks at Ven, but also what you've been saying makes sense. There will be a fine. The fine will be a lot, but I'm positive that paying it off is not an issue, or won't be an issue. And if you want to right wrongs, there's another part of this. I won't pass judgment on this in terms of the fate of Dax. I will let the boy's parents do that. I will ask that you all escort Dax to the home of the deceased, and you inform them of what happened. Just to see what it's like to inform people of such a thing. But, well, you don't need to escort Dax, they can do it on their own. But as for you all are fine. Nothing to pass judgment on for any of you. But because of all the damaged property, private property, loss of life, there's a lot to account for. There's a lot of damages to be fixed. There's a lot of people to lay to rest. We lost a lot of the Dawn Ward was lost today. 3 blocks is a lot. A fine of 100,000 gold. There is no time limit on paying it, but it must be paid. Either that or imprisonment for a minimum of 25 years.
I
And
also
that
trust
is-
that when those who are responsible are brought to justice, that this would be
Oh, that's the other part. I'm
analogous
not finished
to...
yet.
Great, I just wanted to
That
clear that up.
is part of... That's what I just said is Dax's sort of... what they owe. I don't care if you all pitch in to help pay it, but that is the fine. A fine. I also ask that you finish what you started and don't put the responsibilities onto someone else. Find this person they call the Mouth, and if you find this so-called individual called the Heart, bring them to the crown alive. And if they're dead, well, so be it.
With respect, they have been seeking Bahamut's justice at the end of my blade.
Which
as long as
reminds
I can
me,
remember.
I'm also a follower of Bahamut. There's a difference between justice and vengeance.
Yes, I
And
understand.
I would say you're most likely going down the wrong path.
Well, that is a discussion for me and Bahamut, and I think my personal relationship with Bahamut is something that I would
I understand.
leave for me and Bahamut.
But I'm just saying, as we saw evident today, bystanders might get swallowed up by your path. But 100,000 gold, and I want to see these people that you've described and whatnot brought to justice. Does that sound agreeable? Can you do that? The alternative is, well, obvious. He's looking at Quoin when he asks this question, sorry.
I mean, obviously, there's not really much of a choice. I also ask that you keep in mind what I had said, that I would bear the brunt of responsibility.
I understand.
And if the Faust and the Furious is kept clean or out of this, I will
Alright.
accept the full
Then-
responsibility of the actions that have happened in Anundiel City.
Alright. Then the fine is 50,000 gold, payable by you or Dax, whoever decides. And I want you to finish what you started, to ensure that the lives were lost today were not in vain and not pointless.
Yes, we can revive a corpse, and I will drag that
understand,
corpse
but
to the edge of your throne, and I will let them tell you in their own voice the crimes they have committed.
do what you feel is just.
I will make this pledge to you now, in the blood that pumps through my veins, that I will bring Yadlin the patient and the city of Anundiel at large. I will bring justice for the citizens, and for specifically Yadlin, I will bring them justice and lay them to a solemn rest. And I'll just...
You see, you gotta pause for a second.
Where'd you get that sword?
And he looks at
I got all
Quoin.
shit back.
He
Give
looks
me all my
he
shit
looks
back.
at Quoin. He's like, the guard told you, didn't he?
A religious artifact.
The guard
He told you about
what?
the dragons, yes? I was just
Listen,
informed.
I'm not trying to burn anyone's house down.
Ignore the fine. Scrap the fine. That money can be found quite easily where I'm going to be sending you. A few months ago, a while ago, time's fucky, Bastille was wiped off the map by dragons, looking for you lot. And this is the first time everybody else is hearing this. For killing one of their own in a volcano. A cult of dragons insistent on the return of Tiamat to the material plane. And as soon as he sees Tiamat, you can see one of the guards is standing in the room, kind of just goes, twitches a little bit, and the eyes flicker, and he goes, well, that was fucking weird. And the guard kind of opens their mouth and just goes, they come. And he snaps out of it and just goes back to normal. He's like, who comes? Oh no, just no one. What's going on, Your Highness? Why are you looking at me like that?
Why are you looking at me?
I'm
Oh, he said, did I not wear the right armor?
He's like, that's weird.
Is it Wednesday? Should be wearing...
Stop
the
making
armor?
fun of me, I'll cut you open. He looks at Ven and says, anyways, I'll say, for dealing with these dragons that are possibly going to attack the city, we don't know if that's true. Find these dragons, deal with them, get the threat out of the way. That'll partially remove the fine, and we'll say resurrecting the boy will pay for the other half of the fine. But also, if we have to deal with this again, a situation like this again, where Dax goes off the deep end again, and possibly kills someone again, without just cause, there will be no negotiations next time. Does that sound fair?
There shouldn't be.
There's no need for negotiations next time. I will take full responsibility.
Oh, there will be... You
as Dax has become a squire of Bahamut.
Well, esquires still have their own... They're still responsible for their own crimes
They are.
and whatnot.
Indeed,
Um,
indeed.
But deal with these dragons. I don't know where they lair or anything, but find them, kill them. They shouldn't be hard to find. They say their bodies are covered in magical runes. I recommend you all get some sleep. And feel free to show up at the festival tomorrow. It should be a good time. I just...
Can I? Is it all right if I sleep in the cell?
feel free, of course.
It seems very safe.
It's incredibly safe. It's protected by magic. Nothing can get in this keep unless the wards fail.
Excellent, thank you.
Okay. You all, you can use, actually, you all can use the, a special suite we have here in the keep, just to spend the night. Maybe going on the streets right now isn't the best idea. Get some rest. Things will be better in the morning. And hopefully we don't have to have the conversation again, because I like you all very much, and I was planning on giving you a gift, but I might wait on that to ensure you're worth associating with, if that makes sense. Again, apologies for everything, but
I mean, we have to stop meeting like this, if I'm being honest.
the city's on edge, the people are on edge, and one of the streets exploded, taking out numerous buildings, so... And again, a dead boy. But I have documents to write, and I really fucking hate writing documents, so... Looks like Druck's sleeping. Your friend's fine, he'll be safe. You all, the suite is the northwest tower, very top of the tower. Hot baths. Big beds. Very comfortable.
If it's all right, I think I'll take a cell as well.
He just gestures to another cell, a couple of cells down.
I prefer the company right now. And Ben's gonna
You hear some guy
walk
going,
into a cell.
"Yeah, you sitting here, you piece of shit." Ah. He's like, "All right, there's other people in here. They heard that whole conversation." I'm very new at this. I apologize. What's up, Quoin?
Quoin would go to where Derbule is and cast
Okay.
Find Steed.
Okay, it's gonna take you it'll take you about an hour to get to Derbule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cast.
For you, I need another con save then.
Counter charisma.
Con because of exhaustion, because Coin's walking in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second. Where is that thing?
That was the other check.
Nah.
Let's check.
I'm just imagining tomorrow we're just like,
Hey, Dax, guess what? Because of you, we have to fight a fucking dragon again.
That's a 17.
All right, the DC was 11,
I
so you're
love
fine.
that.
You get to Derbule, takes about an hour. Everyone else, I'll first go to Ken and Flitz. Where are you guys sleeping? You go into that suite, or are you sleeping in cells with the rest of your group?
I mean, if they're offering the suite, I'll take the suite.
Okay. What about Flitz?
If
Flitz
it's-
will go up as well.
Yeah, they don't really seem to care about you, Flitz. Like, the guards just, you're new, we don't really know who you are, whatever. You seem kind of...
Blitz
they
is
look
about
at-
to get
they
the
look
whole
at you and they're
party
like-
history from Kenna tonight.
They're like,
Okay.
they can clock your passive insights real well, and they're like, oh, yeah, whatever. They don't notice shit. And then,
Nope.
they're not worth questioning, basically, is what they immediately just deduce. So the two of you are led up to the suite by Estes, and very top of the northwest tower, very, very top. You have a video. You have a window that overlooks the port and
We have
the
a video
ocean.
wall?
It overlooks the port and the ocean. It's a big fucking room. Like, in the center is like a massive like circular kind of sofa, and in the center of it is a big table filled with just various decanters filled with alcohol. Along the walls are portraits of just the nobility throughout the centuries, leading up to a half-finished painting of Estes. And then there's separate rooms all over the place. And as soon as you enter, you hear a voice. It just goes, "What can I get for you?" And Flitz, you feel someone
Yeah.
tap you on the shoulder, but don't see anybody there.
Um, Can I get a hat? And what do you want? You want like steak or chicken?
I don't eat meat. Just a lot of vegetables.
Yeah, can we get a veggie
Grilled,
lasagna?
steamed.
A vegetarian lasagna just conjures on the table.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And for your hat, roll a d8.
Oh, a D8? Oh, sick.
Hat roll.
5.
5. It's a really, really big patchwork top hat that doesn't fit your head.
Oh.
Just kind of like.
We didn't get our stuff back, right?
Oh, you would
Or
have
we
gotten it.
did?
You would have given your stuff back.
At this moment, I see this really sad looking top hat, and I remember that I have a perfectly tailored top hat from our meeting with the king in Remnant.
All right.
So I pulled that hat out of my bag and put it on my head.
Okay.
It's just this audaciously dark green with like brocade
Nice.
lining around it.
But yeah,
Yeah.
vegetarian lasagna is conjured. It's steaming hot. It's served the side of like garlic bread
Yes.
and marinara, I guess, to dip it in.
I mean, it's great. I love it.
But the two of you would eventually find sleep
I
relatively
do
easily.
I also drink heavily.
Yeah, you'd fall asleep
Yeah.
relatively easily based on everything that's gone on. Those of you sleeping in cells, surprisingly, sleep would probably come very well as well. Everyone gets the benefits of a long rest. So one
Finally.
exhaustion level down. If anyone has an exhaustion level, you lose it.
So, did anybody talk to Dax, or has Dax just been alone for the whole night ever since?
I didn't know you were back. No, Dax is left in their cell, I guess, for the night.
That's totally fine. Totally
Okay.
fine.
Just hanging.
Yeah,
It's like,
it was bad.
I'm sorry, I should have specified I was back after that. I apologize.
You all get the benefits of a long rest. Those of you who slept in the cell, you wake up kind of stiff. Quoin's small enough not to wake up stiff.
I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't make it clear. I didn't stay in the cells. I went to Derbule.
Oh, that's right.
and
Sorry. We're gonna get to that
yeah.
then. Okay, sorry, I forgot about that. You get to Derbule, and Derbule's just there eating some hay. It's like 10 o'clock at night.
On the way, I was casting Find Steed.
You get your fine steed.
Great. That's going to be the elk
Okay.
with celestial platinum
Yep.
horns.
And you get to the stables, and you see Derbule just inside eating some grass, hay, whatever Aurochs eat. Just
So Quoin would talk to the owner of the stables and say, "Hey, I've got this other thing I'm trying to work on bonding therapy with Derbule. I'm trying to make Derbule feel not alone,
all right.
and go sleep in the corner of the cell with his back to the wall, all his shit in front of him, sleeping like he used to always. He's let his guard down, I think, once to sleep,
Okay.
maybe.
Mhm.
But this is all the way back,
Okay.
right to the beginning.
Okay.
All his shit on his front in the
yeah.
in the corner of the cell. Just, I'll pay whatever you want. Just
Okay.
please.
He's like, "Oh,
let me
don't worry
sleep
about
here
it.
tonight."
Company is payment enough for Derbule. They've been very lonely.
Yeah, so I cast Anundiel again, and so they're just next to Derbule and like trying to snuzzle and make him warm.
Okay.
And feel
Cool.
not alone.
As you're sitting there, you can see there's somebody else in the stable as well. They're kind of petting, they're like taking care of like a horse, like a nice like midnight colored horse, like kind of bluish black, and the spotting on it kind of looks like stars almost. It's really just a unique kind of just pattern. This person is a dragonborn. They're a red dragonborn, and they're just wearing just simple clothes, some armor. you can see there's like a chain necklace, and it kind of cascades down into the armor, so you don't really know what's on the chain. And they have a kind of scimitar on their side, and they're just petting this horse, and they go, "Oh, apologies, I didn't know there was someone."
I've already done so much to hurt those around me, and I do not mean to hurt anyone anymore.
Oh, 1 second. And you can see they kind of do something similar to like when you cause your fine steed to disappear temporarily, and that's what happens to the horse. And they come in and like, "Do you mind if I sit with you and talk for a moment?" I kind of went through a similar thing that sounds like that you did. Maybe I could offer just sort of someone to talk to.
It is still a free continent.
I believe so. And he looks at your shield. I clocked you might be religious as well, so I figured we could share
Just kind of puts
some experience.
Puts like a drapes over the shield and just kind of hugs it.
Okay. He pulls up a stool and sits on it, like not super close. He's like maybe about 10 feet away, and he's like, "So what's going on with you? Like what makes you think you're breaking rules? Like what rules?" I broke rules before. I got my friends killed, injured, hurt. I dwelled on it for a long time. But then I found guidance, and I feel like I'm on a better path.
That is perfect for you. But I've become untethered with rage and become singularly sighted, and that is not for those who worship Bahamut. I've spit in the face of everything I have learned, and I am unworthy of knighthood.
I think knighthood's overrated. I think a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people who seek it don't seek it for the right reasons. And I think a lot of people use the title of knight and whatnot to sort of get away with things. The Crown's Guard say they serve the Platinum Dragon, but they do not act in the Platinum Dragon's interests. The people of this city have been stamped down for far too long and forgotten about, ignored. And it's so frustrating to watch that nothing get done about it. And I don't know, you seem like the type who wouldn't let that pass. You seem like the type who would let someone that would do something about that, because doesn't Bahamut teach people that we should uplift the downtrodden? But these people say they worship the Platinum Dragon, but they don't seem to be doing any uplifting. So
I agree that Bahamut does teach that bureaucracy is only for the furthering of more bureaucracy, so do not invest in it. But who are you to say these things of Bahamut? Would like to do an insight check on this
go for it. Go
stranger?
For it. Yeah, go for it, man.
Who's trying to engage with a sniffling tiny kobold dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Do an insight, yeah.
Yep.
It's an 8.
An 8? Can't really read them. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Very rude. Let me pull up my NPC document for all of my NPCs that I'm making for each city, so I can keep track of them and their voices, because I forget people's voices all the time.
It is a challenge.
Yeah, especially when you have like 900 people living in your head. Which is how this goes, apparently. Nope, wrong document. My name's Reg. It's not. Here it is. Okay. Sorry. Apologies while I find my notes. Okay. Alright. Well, apologies. My name is Varktos Witherskill. You are, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to tell me. I totally get it. I'm a stranger. So.
My handle is Quoin.
Quoin. I like that. That's a nice name.
I've betrayed those who have gifted me, so I do not feel I am even worthy of a name.
Yeah, I've done that as well. Occasionally. But, I think trying to right your wrongs and realizing you've done wrong is a good mindset to have. You know, good knowing that you've made mistakes. Some people walk through life thinking they're king shit, don't make any mistakes, they're completely perfect, and knowing that you make mistakes makes you better than most.
I appreciate you reaching out, but right now I feel as though I need to wallow in the muck.
I totally understand.
I need a good wallow, so thank you so much. I need to pray for forgiveness, and
I totally understand. Stands up. If you ever want to have someone who's kind of gone down a similar path, what it seems, don't hesitate to reach out. You know my name. There's magic that can reach out, so.
You'll have to remind me of your name, perhaps in some sort of ethereal third-party chat, as I was too busy being super sad.
I totally understand. It's Reg? No, it's not. It's Varktos Witherscale. I'm pasting it now. Well, it was nice meeting you, Quoin. He looks up at the night sky outside. It's a lovely night. You can see the sky is kind of in the distance. The sky is like, it's in the sun is set. It's like 10 p.m. But like in the distance, kind of like an aurora borealis. You can see multiple colors kind of in the sky. It's a pretty cool light display. There's like red, white, blue, green, black, kind of just flashing in the sky. And he's like, what a beautiful display of colors. He looks at you and goes, I like you, Quoin. I hope the day ahead sets you on the right path. And as he walks away, you can see him pull out this like green orb. He's holding it in his hands, and you can briefly, from what you can see from the distance, it looks like there's like etches of dragons carved in it. He looks at it, and as he's walking away, under Draconic, he says, "They're here," and then just walks away.
Green?
Yeah, like a green orb. It's like this big. You just hear in Draconic, you just hear, "They're here," and he just walks away.
I'm not getting sleep tonight.
And he disappears.
No.
Do you stay in the stable rather, with your mule?
No, I'm not getting sleep tonight. I just saw some fucked up shit. So, I mean, we can resolve that next session because it is very late right now, and I do need to get to sleep because I have work in the morning.
Everybody does get the benefits of long rest minus Quoin. Everyone. We'll get to what Quoin was doing during the night, but everyone is woken up, you know. You have a long rest. From now, it would be 5 in the morning. You're all woken up in your various places of the keep. The cells, the tower. By just dong, 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 and you can hear throughout the city, dong, 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 dong. Those of you in the cells, you're woken up by guards, like, hastily, like, bursting into the room, which causes you all to wake up. And they're like, you all need to leave now. Now.
Oh,
You
what's
can hear
happening?
Ding, long, 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 long. People in the tower, the door, like, just slamming on the door, just poof, poof, poof. And those of you in the tower, looking out the window, if you look out the window, just over the ocean, you can see some things flying over the ocean.
God damn it.
Towards the city. Exactly a few shapes. And as they're flying over, it looks like a lightning storm is following them.
Can we just have one day?
A red lightning storm,
One day is all I ask.
similar to the one that is persistent above the Taragahar Mountains.
I like how you went to all the trouble to make the flyer for the festival, and like we're not gonna be.
And,
Stuff happened.
and you're crashing your own festival,
Stuff
Justin.
happened. And that's what we'll pick up next week.
Oh boy.
It's nonstop. Let's go.
Dax sees no one for like 9 hours. Next thing, you gotta get the fuck out of here. No questions asked. Okay, give me my ship. Bye.
Yeah, Flitz is essentially, hey, new guy, trial by fire. Yeah,
Yeah,
either
literally.
step up or die.
I feel like Kenna and Flitz were up until like
Oh yeah.
midnight at least. Just
Vibing out, drinking wine,
vibing.
sharing
Kenna's giving like
stories.
their perspective of the whole story so far.
So ready for that festival
And so
tomorrow.
it's gonna be a great day tomorrow at the festival.